All right, I'm about to tell you niggas why everybody's introverted. Because I'm hearing so much shit. I'm hearing so much shit about everyone saying they introverted and why are people introverted, and like people are like thinking that this thing is normal. Like, and don't get me wrong, like I don't like talking to people, but the reason I don't like talking to people is because I literally don't fucking vibe with anyone. Like I don't fuck with people like that. And like when I say this, I'm not just saying bots, nigga. Like I'm saying spiritual people. Like there's probably like I don't relate to no one. Don't get me wrong, I respect people and shit. This is no shade to no one. There's no shade. But me, like I'm a different type of breed. I like to talk a lot of shit. I like to be extra. I like to be very a certain way, and my energy's too much for people. So, and when I say talk shit, I'm not saying talk shit about people. I'm saying talking shit like in general. Like I'm just very, my energy's very too much for people. So by default, I don't gravitate to people, and I don't like people. Like just how somebody talks and how someone acts, I don't fuck with you. I don't like you. How you eat your food, how you walk, how you dress, how you move your hand, I don't fuck with you depending on how it is. So when I say I wouldn't even say I'm introverted. I just don't fuck with people. The reason that I see other people say they're introverted is because they're miserable, they're depressed, they're fucking stupid, they don't have no knowledge, they're not shit, they don't have nothing to offer anybody, so therefore they're only able to attract scum. So this is why I say, like, you guys gotta understand, like, social media has made everybody a mental slave. Everybody is so attached to social media, and they watch social media so much that they overthink. Because when you watch social media, you're watching it. Most people, they're watching it and they're seeing another individual who is just like them. When you watch television, you're watching a celebrity, actor, or somebody else, and subconsciously they program to look at them like they're different than you. But when you're seeing content creators every day of your life on social media, you're listening to their advice. You're trying to measure up to what they're telling you you should be. So now when you enter real life, you're like fucking overthinking shit. So it makes social interactions cringe. So now social interactions become awkward. And this is why when you're talking, I gotta be talking to somebody, I'll be normal, and they just have a cringe vibe. Like you can tell they watch so much social media. So they see so many people on social media and on the internet. When they see an actual world person, it's nervous because like, I see this type of person on social media, and I have this type of thought and feeling about them. So when they see you in person, it's weird. So now everybody's like fucking cringe and everybody's weird. And I see this shit. This is why I don't fuck with people, because everyone's a dumbass. The Gen Z is fucking retarded. Everybody, like Gen Z is stupid. And the reason I say they're stupid is because they have no substance to them. They don't know shit. They have no experience. They have no substance. So now what this causes is awkwardness, because they don't know, there's nothing to talk about. When you hang out with people, there's nothing to talk about, nothing to do. Everybody's just on their fucking phone. So now everyone wants to say I'm introverted because I just don't like talk. No, bitch, you're introverted because you're a mental fuck up. Every single person that says they're introverted and they're trying to talk about it like a flex, all these people are suffering with a mental illness, some type of uncontentness, or they just don't feel positive in their life. They always got something to bitch about. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of shit to bitch about in this world. So I'm not saying you should never bitch, but I always have solution. I always work on a solution. I never just bitch. All these other people out here, they just bitch, they complain, nigga. And to be honest, like, I'm not even saying you shouldn't bitch and complain, because I don't want to say that too much, because sometimes I like to come up on here and bitch and complain, and anybody tell me to stop bitching and complain, I'm about to cuss you the fuck out. So it's just the intention behind it. My intention is healing, and you guys already know there's people who watch my page who've got help, who've healed, who took my advice seriously. And to be honest, I don't want everybody taking my advice seriously, because some of you niggas need to fucking die. Some of you niggas need to be sick. Some of you niggas need a terminal cancer, and you need it 3 times in a row. So I don't want everybody taking my advice. So I just want to put that out there. That's why I'm glad fasting and true health I'm glad it takes discipline and it's hard, because some people, just by them being a demon, they won't even be able to go access my knowledge. Like, in order to access my knowledge, you have to have a certain discipline. So if you're a demon, if you're a piece of shit, you're gonna feel like you're not going to be able to do it. You're going to feel too impatient. It's going to be too hard. It's going to be too much. So this is like demon proof. You can't be a demon and really, I'm sure there's some demons that fucking will be able to seep through, but for the most part, most of these people out here, they're weak. And then they want to sit there and be like, oh, I'm introverted. Bitch, you're introverted because everybody in life is a fucking retard and there's nobody to talk to, because everybody's a retard. And the reason everyone's a retard is everybody watches social media. And when you watch social media, social interactions become cringe, because when you go into a social interaction, you're thinking deep about all the shit you watched and how you need to act, and that person's low vibration, or is this person a demon, or is this, you're thinking too fucking damn much. Shut the fuck up with your damn thinking. And I feel the energy when you're around everyone. Like, I go around, like, there's this one nigga every day. I walk down the same area, I see this motherfucker. He was like, hey, what's up? How you doing? How you doing? I remember the other day he said what's up to me, and then I was talking to him about, I forgot what it was, but it was something that happened that was related to, I don't need to tell you niggas everything about my fucking life, but it was something that happened a couple days before. And I was just inquiring what happened after he said, well, and mind you, this nigga says what's up to me every fucking day. And I was inquiring what happened. And the moment I started talking to him deeper than just what's up, he started having these weird feelings, he feels awkward, or he's like, it's not that he's scared of me. It just, he didn't anticipate for me to talk other than just say what's up. So it made me question, like, why are you even saying fucking what's up to me, nigga? And it made me even question, like, why do I give a fuck what any of these niggas think about me? I never really gave a fuck what people thought about me. But it's like, why should you even care what anyone thinks about you? Because, bitch, I'm not cool with you. I'm not gonna fuck with you. You probably don't even like the same shit I like. Everyone's a fucking like a retard. Nobody has nothing to talk about. Nobody has ain't shit because nobody's doing nothing. And everyone just on social media. It's crazy. And then they try to act like, oh, I'm introverted, I don't like dealing. And then you'll see these dumbass YouTubers out here, oh, I have 0 friends. And then they'll get like 20,000 views on their video, and they're like, and then the people in the comment section will be like, I have friends too, me and you can relate. I wish I could meet people like you on the internet. To be honest, I don't want to meet anybody I met on the fucking internet unless we're about to make some fucking money together. If we're not about to make some money together, or we're not about to tap into breatharianism and be in a state of fucking like breatharian vibe, I don't want to meet nobody, because I'm going to end up creating more enemies, and then I'm going to come on YouTube and say that, oh, it's not just bots, it's this. This is why I don't fuck with anyone like that. Like, to be honest. Like, certain people I just don't fuck with. Like, and it's like, it's not that certain people. I just don't fuck with anyone at this point unless it's about some real business. And don't get me wrong, shout out to Moon and Mercury. We still gonna do that. We still gonna do that collab. We'll do it when I get to Georgia and my dad's house. I'll do a collab. We'll do it out there or something. But because I'm about to be taking a flight on the September 10th, my plane leaves. So when I get down there, I'm about to do Qigong, everything. There's a trail in the place where he stays at. It's a big, nice ass trail, because there's a lot more scenery out there. Out here where I'm from, California, you got to drive fucking like 4 hours up north just to go get some nice scenery or some shit. Or if you want to go to the beach, you got to drive hella hours, at least where I'm at. So like, there's nothing out here. I'm like in the fucking valley. There's desert. There ain't shit but a bunch of fucking illegal Mexicans and a bunch of fucking bored ass, angry, miserable people who don't have shit. So that's really what's in the valley. So I can't really, there's nowhere really for you to go. The air is toxic everywhere. It doesn't even matter if you're in a nice neighborhood. There's this nice neighborhood I went, that neighborhood that I went to, my aunt lives there. And it's a nice ass neighborhood. Well, not that nice. It's actually the ghettoest, nicest neighborhood in the whole fucking area. And that place is built on a fucking dumpster. So it smells like trash all the time. So it's like you have to go to a nice area, but I'm gonna still do the shout out, the thing with Mooney Mercury. So that's not out the question. When I say this, I'm just talking about in general, just linking and seeing all these people, because you'll see people who make these YouTube channels and they be talking all this shit like, hey, I have 0 friends and I cannot relate to no one. And then they go on YouTube thinking that YouTube is different. Like, bitch, you cannot cheat the universe. If you don't get along with people in your real life, you're not going to get along with people on fucking YouTube. What do you have that you guys could get along with? Yeah, they watch your shit and stuff, but that doesn't really mean nothing. Because in this world, you don't have 100% free will. And if you have a lesson that you need to learn, the spirit is going to create situations that make you learn it. I tried it time and time and again. That's why I tell you niggas, like I'm gonna let you down. Don't sit there, put all your eggs in one basket. And I like to say this so you can know who I am and just take the information and run with it. Don't sit there and think I'm somebody like this, because it's gonna be like, you see Mr. Beast, everybody's cool, Mr. Beast, and he's like, oh, he's good, but this is how you can tell it's fake. All the get the most famous content creator, the most famous so-called celebrity, and you'll see how people switch up. This the person that love this person will fucking talk shit and hate them. Like, it's all fake. It's not real. None of this shit is real. Everybody in 2020, I say 90% of people in 2024, 95 to 99% in the 90% range are lost. They don't know where they're doing, what they're doing. They don't know where they're going at all. These are one of the most dangerous people to hang around with, because you're not only going to waste your fucking time, you're liable to attract certain situations karmically that they may have to go through that you don't have to, but you're around them, so you're gonna get caught with that. So you got to understand, you got these dumbass, just like that one rapper. His name was YBC Bull. He got shot up or some shit, and then niggas are trying to be like it's funny. He got shot up a day after he did an interview with one of these other hood vloggers, one of these crackers that think they a nigger, and they go into these hoods and try to get intel and information to the feds, because the feds watch their channel. And I guess the nigga got shot a day after, and then everybody all say, oh, I feel sorry for him. And don't get me wrong, when I see niggas get shot in the hood, I don't like niggas getting killed in the fucking hood. But this nigga was an exception. He fucking needed to get shot he needed to get shot 3 times in a row. Like, he needed to get shot, get another life, shoot him again, give him another life. That's what needed to happen to him. It's sad he only got shot once. But this nigga, he needed that fucking shit, because he was talking so much shit, and he did something where I guess he dug up somebody's grave, and who he killed, or somebody got killed and he dug in their grave, and which is disrespectful. And the nigga got shot, and when he got shot, like, it's funny because when that interview happened, I was like, karma's gonna get this nigga. He's like, I never got shot. Like, karma's gonna get this nigga. And this nigga's all talking about how the reason I do this is because everybody likes it and it's getting me attention. So this is a Gen Z fucking idiot. So you're gonna pretty much disrespect dead people and do all this shit. And I'm not saying like he shouldn't do it, because at the end of the day, you can do whatever you want. Just like that nigga did what he wanted, shot him in his fucking school, and now his brain all over the concrete. And then they want to say, oh, it's black violence. No, it ain't black violence. That nigger needed to get his brain blown the fuck out. You're sitting here doing all this disrespectful shit, digging up people's graves and recording it on social media just for fame. But yet again, all those people that are liking your shit, they're fucking social awkward fucks who, if you were in the same room with, they wouldn't even talk. You won't have nothing to talk about. Any person that you see on the internet that you think is cool, that you think is this and whatever, you would not have shit to talk about unless you were about to build a business, build some money, do what Nature Boy did. Shout out to Nature Boy. He was actually doing some shit. He just did it a little bit in the wrong way. That's why I think they threw the book at him, because he was the only one doing what you're supposed to be doing. He just did it in a demonic way. But if you're not doing what Nature Boy did, coming together, building some shit, or it's not on no business type shit. Does that have to be about money? Your business could be having to create a system that we don't have to deal with money. That could be a business. So if it's not like that, you're not going to like those people, because how can you be in your real life and say, I don't relate with these people? And then you go on the internet and you say, I like these people, I relate with them. But then what do you relate with them on? When it comes down to fucking who's going to have the last fucking turkey breast and you guys are starving and shit, you're not going to think of a way to how to make food. You're going to be at each other's neck because ain't nothing there to begin with. You're dealing with a bunch of fucking idiots. A person who's complaining and bitching about issues and problems about life and in general, if they're on the social media all fucking day, commenting on so many platforms, it shows you this person's not doing shadow work. So in their life, they're going to have problems until they do shadow work. They're going to always have problems and issues that are going to be, because you're always going to have problems regardless if you're doing something right or wrong, but you're going to always have problems that are going to be so intrusive and invasive of life, of well-being of life, that you're going to be like, you're not going to want to hang around those people, because you don't want to be around somebody who's not doing shadow work. Anybody who's not doing shadow work is a demon, is a devil. They could be the nicest person in the world. That's a devil. That's why you see a lot of these old ass women in these children, they get fucked with and problems and victimized, even men. And you say, why is the good things happen to bad people? Because they weren't doing shadow work. If you're not doing shadow work, you're a demon. Plain and simple. And no matter what age you are. If you fucked around in the last life and you got a lot of karma, nigga, it don't matter what age you are. That's why you see some fucking 3-month-old children get fucking slaughtered and killed. 4-year-olds, they get beaten to death and starved to death because they don't fucking matter. And I'm not saying it don't even matter if it's right or wrong. That's the fucking way it is. If you don't like it, then you don't like this reality. And I don't fucking like this reality, so I can actually say that shit. So a lot of you niggas like this reality. But everyone is a socially awkward, introverted fuck. Like literally. And I don't want to say everyone, but most people are. And the reason why they're social awkward is all because of social media. Straight up. And I said it. Like, that's all really I gotta say in this video. Ain't nothing really else, because like this truth, and the truth needs to come out, because a lot of niggas, they think this shit is sweet. Like, I'm done appeasing what people say. I don't care what even you niggas got probably what I gotta say. I don't really care, because at the end of the fucking day, nigga, like, ain't nobody really cool like that with anyone. And if you're not building a business, if you're not doing something tangible, and even if you're doing something tangible, let's just say we're building a business. We don't even have to get along with each other. I could build a business with somebody who's an atheist who doesn't believe in spirituality. If it's a business that I'm making money and we about to build an empire or some shit, or fuck the money, but you're just doing something on a whole nother level, then I'm all for it. To be honest, I'm all for it. It doesn't have to be it's just about what are you building. There's a reason why a lot of you niggas don't, like, you guys say, oh, I'm so alone right now, I don't have nobody. It's good to be alone. You don't want to just be around anybody you think you want to be around, because you be around that person, you're gonna find out you don't fuck with them. And you're gonna be like, you're gonna be confused and worried about, like, why is everyone a demon? It's like, it's not that everyone's a demon, it's just you need to get on your shit so you can attract real people. And to be honest, I don't even think that's even really a thing at this point. Don't even make your whole mission about dealing with real people or whatever. Just always look at it. I just want to let you niggas know, like, you're not introverted or nothing. You're not introverted. Just, we're in a society right now. There's a lot of programming and shit, and a lot of it started around like when they released technology and shit. Because you notice how like the whole nerd concept. The whole nerd concept is a concept of a man with it's like a Mason Jew created man. Like the Masons and Jews, they created a man, and that's like the nerd. That the nerd came in when they released computers and tech. That's the man that's like they're like weak. They have a lot of intelligence in nothing in the system, because the computers exist because of the system. So everything you know about whatever, all that nerd shit is from the system. And you're weak, you're skinny, you don't have the willpower to do nothing other than just regurgitate what another man made. Like, that's a nerd. That shit started when the whole tech industry came in to make a emasculated, weak man, so therefore their system can run more efficiently. And then now it's to a point where, at least at that point, it was beneficial, because you could at least make some money, learn a computer, learn a skilled trade. Now it's like it's worse, because now you're having a bunch of niggas who came from the hood, niggas who came from all these other avenues. Like, everyone's an idiot now. So now this is one of the reasons why AI is coming in. Is because, to be honest, it's not even one of the reasons why AI is coming in, but it's really not even a bad thing if you really look at AI coming in, because most of these people who AI is going to replace, they were going to quit anyways. They were going to get fired. They were to go these people are getting mentally ill. Everybody is getting sick. Everybody's dying. Everybody's mental health is getting worse, for the most part. Not everyone. I'm saying for the most part. So as time goes on, people are going to nobody's going to be able to work these shitty jobs no more, because of the mental illness that social media is causing. Like, so I'm not saying social media is all bad. Like, you guys learned from me about breatharianism, qigong, fasting. I almost fucking died in 2019. I learned from fasting from social media, online, internet. So I'm not saying it's bad, but you got to look at it like social media is a reflection of who you are. So most people ain't shit. So therefore their feed is going to be not shit. What they watch is not going to be shit. And then this is why they get thoughts of, oh, I'm introverted, I don't like dealing with people. It's like, nigga, I can see why you don't like dealing with people. Everybody ain't shit. You, including you. Because I remember back in 2018, 2017, not even 20 years ago. Like, this is like 10 years ago, probably before the pandemic. And I don't want to blame this on the pandemic, but before the pandemic, I felt like people were different. Like you used to actually see cool people. Like there used to be like time you go watch fucking just whatever, you'll see cool people. Now there's like nobody's cool. Everybody's trying to copy somebody. And then the people who everyone's copying, they've been doing it for so long that shit ain't even cool no more. Like, so therefore they ain't really no cool people. And you may say, well, this person, they're viral, but even like going viral, when you go viral, the reason you want to go viral and get famous is so you can get money, so you can get your message out, not because people fucking like you, because those people are fucking retarded. They're stupid. The average person is a dumb fuck. The average person is very depressed and miserable. This is why you can keep talking about the same shit, depression, anxiety, and I hate that. And then people will get views because a lot of people subconsciously came to the conclusion that they're not going to do shit with their life. So therefore, there's nothing that they can't ever evolve on what they watch. So they're always going to watch the same shit. They'll never get out of that desire of wanting to watch stupid shit. The fuck is you looking at, ugly ass bitch? How the fuck you 40 and you look 90? Stupid ass. I just gotta tell you niggas. I don't gotta tell you this shit. I just feel like telling you niggas shit. Cause like I said, I'm so like that's part of my program. Like I'll be like, oh, I gotta tell you guys this information. I just want to tell you niggas. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I need to tell you. I don't need to tell anybody shit. To be honest, it's like nobody doesn't need to teach you shit. To be honest, you're only responsible for yourself. All this waking people up and all that. You hear it so much, so you think, oh, somebody's supposed to wake us up. So ain't nobody supposed to teach you a shit. Just like has somebody came and gave you a house, a mansion? No. Why would you? Because in the society, they tell you nobody owed you a mansion. So what do you think is knowledge? I'm not saying you shouldn't help people with knowledge and shit, or there's no benefits for doing it. But at the end of the day, it's ultimately your responsibility to know all of this shit I'm saying. And if you don't know it, then the only thing that can teach you other than another person is you just getting whipped in the ass by the universe spiritually into inevitably one life, you get it. Like you may have to just die a few lifetimes to get it, but you're going to get it. No one has to tell you. When people tell you, it speeds up the process. So you don't have to keep doing it lifetime after lifetime. But like I said, guys, like don't buy into all this introversion. And when I say all, I'm not saying like, oh, because me, I'm an extrovert and an introvert. I'm both. I'm neither. I'm neither that shit. Because sometimes I feel like talking, sometimes I don't feel like talking. But it just depends. If we talk about business, money, or anything special, then it may be a time I don't feel like talking about no business. I want to just fuck around and not talk about shit. Then I'll fuck around and fuck off with myself or whatever. So I'll be introverted then. So anybody could be introverted, extroverted. Just a lot of people sit there and use the shit as a flex. And the only reason I'm speaking about it because I think like it's a good thing. But then every single person I see, like that says that they're damaged, like on TikTok. Because I don't go on TikTok, but I watch videos that people record because I would never go on TikTok. But I'll watch videos of people recording shit on TikTok. So I'll go on YouTube and watch this shit. And it's like every person on TikTok, they'll complain and like how like they don't relate to no one and how the system is this. But then when you actually look at these people's lives, is like it's for somebody who's stupid, it's easy to be like, oh yeah, the system's against them, and you don't get around, the system is against people, but at the same time, sometimes like you guys say fuck the system, fuck these bots, but sometimes the system and these bots be having the same complaints we do. So that's kind of confusing, but it's confusing to me because I can see through the shit. So when I see these people, these are like, this is why I said in my post, people who are on TikTok are people who were accepted by the system, but got betrayed by it. Versus YouTube is more so the opposite. I'm not saying this is exclusive. This is more so because when I see people on TikTok, they always have that energy of like they work in the government or they worked in the system. They did everything like they were supposed to do. Like a lot of these dumb, like, because we're in a new time. A lot of these stupid ass niggas, they go to all these universities and schools thinking like they were supposed to do something right. And then like we in a different time, so that shit doesn't work. So then now they're on YouTube complaining about all this shit. And like, don't get me wrong, I get there's things to complain about, but it's like all the energy you're using to complain, why don't you use it, find a solution to better your situation? Because you know you ain't getting that stupid ass job back, bitch. But no, they don't do that. They just keep complaining and complaining and complaining. And then they want to be like, oh, it's because of this and it's because of then. Like they need to do this. Some stupid ass things like we need to go to the UN and we need to have all the like he said some dumb shit. Like we need to have he used some type of big political word. I don't know what the fuck it was. It's like we need to go to the UN and we need to have a whatever it is for these leaders and these politicians to get them out. Like, shut your stupid ass up, nigga. Whatever that you said you have to file at the UN to remove people from office, that's their system, you stupid fuck. You didn't come up with that conclusion. You've been working at that shitty slave soul-sucking job for 20 years, 8 hours a day. What time have you fucking been able to think other than what the government's told you? So anything that comes out of your blabbering fat ass mouth, it's something that you got from the internet, something you read in a textbook from a Mason or a faggot Jew or whatever. You're not coming up with your own conclusions. You fucking dickhead, you piece of shit. And that's what I'm gonna start cussing a lot more. So if you don't like cussing, get the fuck off my page. I'm about to get really disrespectful and loud. This is gonna be my channel from now on. Get really. If you don't like my channel, get the fuck off. Fuck you. Just like that other stupid dank ass bitch. Fucking. Oh, she had a divorce. Faustina Cormelli. Why are you coming on my page, bitch? Don't ever come on my page, you stupid ass bitch. You lucky you don't live where I at. I'll go get one of my aunts or one of my fucking sisters or my sister who beat the fuck out of you, bitch. Have your blood on the fucking street. I'll go get a fucking female family member and have them beat the shit out of you. I don't hit bitches, but I got bitches not in my family. I got bitches that are outside my family, but I'm not gonna call nobody a bitch in my family. I got females in my family, and I know that I'll lay you the fuck out. I did it a few times back in high school. I didn't want to hit the bitch. I had to go get somebody to beat her fucking ass. And shit, you get too disrespectful, bitch, I won't hit you, but I'll spit in your fucking face and I'll bear spray you with some mace. And that is a fucking threat, you stupid ass, ugly, dank ass bitch. You fucking old as fuck. You divorced old ass bitch. Go get your fucking mind right, you stupid bitch. Don't worry about me. Go deal with that trauma that your fucking raggedy, dusty husband couldn't deal with. He probably got sick of your ass and fucking threw you to the curb. He probably a red piller bitching about your ass and how you fucked his life up. Both of you niggas are stupid, because if he's a red pillar and you divorced, nigga, both of you niggas are stupid, because nigga fuck a red pill and fuck a stupid bitch like you. They both fucking retarded, nigga. Don't make me look like I'm some red nigga. Fuck red pill. They ain't shit too. What the fuck is a red pill? They want to be like, oh, us men are watching it. Us, bitch, don't categorize us men, bitch. Ain't no us men. Walmart's ran by a man. Target's ran by a man, nigga. They go and at it. Corporate. Crips is ran by a man, Blood is ran by a man. They going at it, bitch. They both get bitches. They both get money. They both do man shit, but they going at it. But ain't no us men come together, bitch. If you want to say we come together, it's men and women. Everybody, if you want to say come together, ain't just men. Talk about, oh, men are watching the world fall. Bitch, ain't no man watching the world fall. Bitch, if the world is falling, that means there's a way to profit to make money. So this is why when the pandemic happened, the world was so-called falling, but there was somebody who was able to profit off of it through selling paper towels at an inflated price, or profit off of it as in selling you a mask, or whatever time of society is falling, that means there's an avenue to get rich, because whatever problem, you can come with a solution. If society's falling, that's a problem. So come up with a solution, become rich. Only a bitch ass, stupid ass, retarded, bum ass nigga who has no thought or thinking of capabilities will say, I'm just gonna watch the world burn instead of learning how to make a profit off the world burning. So right off the bat, like, oh, men are just women, men are this. Bitch, don't categorize all men, you stupid ass nigga. The only thing that fucking you can relate to is as men, as most of these bitches ain't shit. And I say most of these bitches, because obviously there's some out there, because if that's not the case, nigga, that means you've never seen two people happy together. Like, I'm sure you have. Stupid ass niggas, man. That's why I swear, like, I like, I hate this fucking world so much. I fucking hate it. Like, I hate people so much. And it's funny because people will say I'm being disrespectful right now, but then when I be in my good moods, people say I'm too blissed out, I'm too happy, I'm too this. Shut the fuck up. That's why I hate. That's why I hate people. Cause like right now I'm in the mood right now. I'm chilling right now, but I'm in like kind of a little aggressive mood. But when I be like when I be in like in a peaceful mood, people say I'm too blissed out. You too happy. Why are you smiling? Or what? I'm supposed to be regular? You don't want to see me be a demon. I'll be a big demon. Oh man, shit is fucking crazy. But you guys got to understand, like, don't think that being an introvert is cool. Just look at it as like it being an introvert is you pretty much got tricked into the psyop of the government creating what they want. They use social media to create a bunch of a new type of people. Like people are fucking weird and awkward. That's not normal. And I get this. Like when I talk to people, I can talk to people every day. And I'm around motherfuckers every day. So when I'm around people, I just feel the awkwardness. Not for me. Like I'm normal, but I can feel like they're hella awkward. And these people, they're always on social media. Even when I'll see friends hang out or people hang out, they'll be like on social media. Like my cousin, he invited some people over the other day. They were all talking on the fucking game because I guess they play Xbox Live together. Then he invites them over because they live in the area. They're all on their phone. And then when they talking about shit, it's like short responses. And I'm like, at this point, don't even say hi to me. Don't talk to me. Don't be cool with me. Like if we don't got no money, no business, don't be cool with me no more. That's how I am right now. Like don't say hi to me, don't say shit. Why are you wasting my time? Because niggas will sit there and be like, oh hey, how's it going? What's up? But then when you let's just say something else, I'll be like, hey, do you know directions to this place? Or do you know this? They start stuttering, they act all awkward and shit. It's weird. And it's like, why are you even saying hi to me? Like, and then now, like the same dude who got that same energy, he said hi to me today. I was like, I just looked at that nigga. I just kept walking. And I seen him again coming back to my car. And then he just ignored me. I'm like, nigga, fuck you too. Like he didn't like his usually because he knew like, oh, he's not one of them. Or like because I could tell that it was a bullshit. I never even considered that an acquaintanceship or a friendship or nothing. But in his mind, he probably thought like, oh, he's somebody cool. But the moment I didn't say hi to him after he said hi, like he had an attitude. I'm like, bitch, you never fucking Bobby shit. We never hung out. It was only like you said hi to me one time and we see each other a lot. So you think that we're cool. Like, bitch, shut the fuck up. You're not cool with me. Because at the end of the day, the only thing people are cool with is their cell phone. They like to be on social media. That's all niggas want to do is be on social media. Like right now, I'm on day 3 of my fast. I haven't even been on social media other than to do this thing. This is the first fast I did in about 3 weeks. And before this fast, fucking, I was on social media a lot more. Like today, I wasn't even on social media. I was able to, because this is my first fast I did since with this Qigong energy really knee deep into my system. This is the first fast I did. Last fast I did was 10-day fast, which was last month. I did that one. I just started my Qigong probably like a little bit under a month. It was like beginning of August. So probably a few days until I got to my full month. And now with another month into the Qigong, I was just chilling right now, I could just looking into space. I feel like good. I didn't feel like I need to be on my phone. I need to do this or that. And I think it's the fasting that helped amplify the feeling. So it's the fast, not just the Qigong, but it's the fasting. But I'm realizing like there's no point because anyone who's on social media, like I'm not speaking to you guys in general, but if the shoe fits, wear it. But what you guys got to, what I am speaking to people because I know this for a fact. I've done my experiments. I do experiments on people. I'll talk to people I'll talk to somebody for 10 minutes just to have an experiment about some shit. Social media, everything. So one thing you got to realize is the reason social media is so popular nowadays isn't because it's the internet. Because you got to remember, social media always existed since around 2008. It has always been here. 2012 is when it existed as it is now. So social media has not really changed other than being able to go live stream. Social media really hasn't changed since 2012, 2013. But you see more and more people are invested into it. A large portion of it, not that big, but a portion of it will have to do to money. People trying to get their finances up, which there's a lot of opportunities online. So that's a big part of it. But an even bigger part of it, which I would say is over 90%, is because people are depressed and people are miserable. So when people are depressed and miserable, they need something to occupy their brain and their mind. So this is why they have mindless scrolling, because it's like it helps alleviate the pain, the mental pain, and makes them forget about all the shit they have to deal with. So this is why so many people are on in social media. And this also ties into the social awkwardness, because when you have a lot of problems on your brain and a lot of issue and depressions, you don't want to do anything but just be to yourself, because any external stimuli is going to agitate what you haven't dealt with. So if you're depressed, you just want to be to yourself, because if somebody talks to you, that external stimuli of them talking and the interaction is going to cause you more problems because you haven't dealt with your own problems. So it's like it's agitating. So this is why a lot of people have to stay on social media more so. And it goes and coincides with being socially awkward. It's 2 and 2. This is why I say people on social media are socially fucking awkward, is because people who are on it so much have a mental illness. And then they go on this shit not healed, saying, oh, it's the world, fuck the world. Don't get me wrong, fuck the world. But then they're not understanding there's certain shit that they gotta fucking do. So then they get online and they see somebody write a video, oh, I have 0 friends and no one relates to me and whatever. But yet they'll have 20,000 views, and then everybody in the comment section will be like, oh, I relate to you. I don't have no friends too. Why can I ever meet someone like you? It's like, bitch, if you met somebody like him in real life, your brain will automatically find a problem, because it's not that you haven't met no one. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, there's a lot of people in the fucking world. How come you can find 20,000 people on the internet, but you can't find anybody in the world? Like, I understand there's a lot of people online and you can connect and link, but for you to say you can't find nobody, not one person, that's a problem. That's your problem. I'm not saying that you have to act like these people. Maybe your vibration's fucked up, where now you're in an environment where everybody's a piece of shit. Maybe you need to get out of that environment and go be some other people, but you can't get out until you attract yourself out of there. But I shouldn't even have to tell you niggas, this is common fucking sense right now. This is why I say everybody's a dumb piece of shit. It's fucking retarded. And then there'll be motherfuckers that watch this live stream and they get offended. Oh, why are you doing this? And why are you saying this? And then why do I gotta act like anyhow? That's the Masonic program. I don't have to act like I can talk all my shit if I want. I don't even have to talk spiritual for all I know. I could be promoting how to eat fucking a Jack in the Box quarter pounder, how to eat it in the most fastest way. I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. No one says I gotta do shit. That's the thing. A lot of you motherfuckers talk about, oh, we gotta do this, but what the fuck has that got you? You still work at your shitty ass job. You still haven't accomplished nothing. You still haven't done anything. You're not happy. You're not growing spiritually. But yeah, I'm doing something that you know. But yet you're doing everything right and I'm doing something wrong. But you, bitch, I'm most likely in a better position than you. And you lies, motherfucker. Oh, physical. You may not have this. You don't living in a mansion. For you to even use that as a barometer for happiness just shows if you lost all that shit, you'll kill yourself. So you're already a depressed person. Anybody that wants to use wealth as a happiness for the barometer, like, bitch, first of all, how do you even know I even like money and wealth like that? You're projecting because you like cars and fast cars, clothes, and how do you know I like that? Shit's crazy. Like, you don't know me. Now that's what you want. You projecting it because you assume that's what I will want. And you're projecting it not only based on your projection, but based upon social media. So you may see a nigger that's light-skinned, that looks like me and acts like me, and you may assume that he likes Jordans because he's a nigger, and niggers are supposed to like Jordan, stupid ass. That's projection, whether it be from yourself or from external. And since people watch you so much social media, that's all they can do is project from social media and project from fucking themselves. And a lot of you guys may say, oh, well, you're projecting too. Okay, if I'm projecting, who gives a shit? I'm just telling what it is. I didn't tell everything I tell you. I just tell you what it is. So I could be projecting. I could be that. Okay, if I'm doing all of this stuff, projecting, if I'm depressed, if I'm angry, if I'm all these negative things, okay, you still got to deal with your life. I'm not important to you. You're important to you. So I could be going through all this shit, but are you handling your business? When you're on your deathbed, are you gonna be thinking, oh, Chauncey won? He said that people are projecting. He just projects. Shut the fuck up, nigga. That's not important. Just like when you were back in high school, like this is why I say nobody really truly grows up. What happens is people just get hit by reality. When you go to high school, when you go to elementary school, what do you see? A bunch of children who talk shit, who bully, who play around and laugh and they act like kids. Like you'll see a kid be like, oh, look at you wearing a pink shirt, you're wearing a pink shirt. But as an adult, the reason you don't do that is not because you're an adult, it's because of bills and money. So if a man is wearing a pink shirt with a thong, but he's getting paid $100,000 a year, they got you stupid niggas programmed to think, well, he's making money and he's getting his bills paid, so he's not stupid. He may look dumb, but yet when you're a kid, you see, so nobody really truly grows up, because once you strip away all this shit, then it's gonna be, this is why, like, when you're a celebrity and a troll makes fun of you, you're like, nigga, you broke, you ain't shit. Like if somebody went and made fun of Chris Brown and it was a troll in his comments, he'll be like, nigga, I got money, he'll show money. But if fucking like 50 Cent or let's just say the Migos brother Offset, because they had beef, or fucking Trey Songz, if he says, nigga, fuck you, Chris Brown, you ain't shit, he's gonna get offended because he can't go talk about, oh, I got money and shit, or I'm rich, because they're on the same level. So now this is why when you see celebrities go at it, they get more upset than when a regular troll goes at it, because in their mind they're like, I got more money than him. Like that's how, like, that means shit. But then when fucking a celebrity goes after the celebrity, you see how they get more upset. You see how they get all in there because they can't bring the money because there's somebody on their fucking level. This is the programming that they have everybody. So this is why I say nobody ever grows up, because the same kid, if you go to somebody who used to bully kids in school and you go to him as an adult, you're gonna see he's humbled. And people say, oh, he's humble because he learned his lesson. No, he's not gonna learn his lesson. It's society humbled his ass, because when he had to pay that rent so he doesn't get evicted, or he has to go to that bullshit ass job every day, that humbled him. But if that wasn't a factor, and because when you're a kid, you don't have responsibility. Your rent's paid, your food's paid, all that shit is paid. So you can be a demon, you can be a piece of shit, you can be arrogant and talk crap, and it doesn't seem like it's stupid. But as a grown man doing it, you can't do it. You really can't without being looked at like you're a kid. But to be honest, everybody's a fucking child. Ain't nobody really, everyone's a fucking spiritual child for the most part. Nobody's really an adult. That's why the same people who made so-called money, they're bitching and complaining to the government. Why are they laying off all these people? Like, the fuck are you talking about, bitch? If you're a real adult, go handle your shit. Go find a way to make it. Why the fuck you gotta complain about the government? Because they talk about nobody owes you nothing, nobody owes you anything, go get a job working. Okay, nobody owes you a job then. Who the fuck said you got? You know how much energy it takes? Because if it's so easy for a corporation just to give you a job, why don't you create your own job? Why do they need to create? Why don't you create your own job? Obviously, it takes energy to make one. They don't want to pay your ass. If I wanted to save $5.7 million by firing 1,000 people and not paying them niggas fucking minimum wage, I'm gonna fucking do it. If I have to downsize my business, nigga, fuck you. I don't owe you shit. This is the same way you walked over that bum ass nigga in front of the fucking store and you said you don't owe him nothing. Nigga, the corporations don't owe your ass shit. That's why they're laying you off. They want to, oh, I'm an adult, I'm grown, but then they get laid off. Then they want to go to the government. Oh, what do we need to do? What do you mean? What the fuck you need to do, bitch? Go within. Find your spirituality, you stupid nigga. And I know I offended people. Every time when I offend people, nobody comments on my shit. When I talk like a little bitch and I'll be like, oh yeah, and I just say some shit that's not, then everybody will comment. Anytime I talk in some real shit, because I don't give a fuck about appeasing any of you niggas, to be honest. And I'm not saying I have any smoke with anybody or problems. Just I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I don't need shit. My main mission and my main goal. So another reason I don't relate to people, because my main goal, my main mission is to get rid of food, sex, water, all of that shit. I'm in the process of doing it. It's not like, oh, I'm not there. Oh, yeah, I'm not there. You're not doing. No, I'm doing it, bitch. My appetite is going down, and I don't care if you niggas believe me or not. Shit. If anything, nigga, I'll come and eat a fucking a goddamn grande meal or whatever the fuck. I eat some shit in front of you niggas, and just to make you niggas don't believe me, because that's how much I don't give a fuck if you believe me or not. I don't gotta prove shit. Niggas, like, for real. I don't gotta prove shit to no one. I already know what I'm doing and what I am. Like, that's another reason I say I can't connect it, because like my mission is to not eat shit, drink shit, have sex. As long as I have an urge to eat, drink, fuck, I failed. I'm not completed. And those urges are slowly diminishing. It's not like they're just there and I'm just hoping. No, they're slowly diminishing. That's my goal. Eventually, I don't even want to be able to sleep indoors. I want to be at least be able to, if I have to, sleep outside. Like, I'm trying to take it to those levels. That's what I'm trying to go. And all you niggas like, oh, you crazy, you crazy. All I'm saying is, nigga, like, you don't have to do what I'm doing, but all I'm saying is, like, shit, don't be complaining about shit if you don't get what you need, and don't be complaining. And while you're men, and it's not even about not getting what you need, because even when you see, that's another thing. Even when I see these people, these content creators, these so-called successful people who are millionaires, they don't look happy. None of them look happy. I've never seen the only person I've seen that was happy and successful and who had money was a breatharian. Every person I see who's successful they're not happy. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm content, but I'm not the happy as I could be. I'm not on that breatharian level, because once you're on that breatharian level, that's when you're in a state of constant bliss and peace and content. And I'm not saying that bad things don't happen to you, because a lot of you guys say, oh, bad things happen. Just because something bad happens doesn't mean you fucking got to give a fuck about it. Once you train the brain a lot, then things can happen and you don't give a shit about it, or you care extremely less about it. It's like you put a bulletproof vest, so if something shoots you, it doesn't kill you emotionally. It's you don't care. Every time I see somebody who's like a millionaire, who's successful, they always have that stress frequency, that stress aura. I can see it in their eyes. Like, you could like, I'm about to go on this trip next week, and I'm about to get it's a gaming console. It's called the Rogue Ally X. It's like a gaming PC. It costs $900. I'm about to get it. I'm about to return it I'm gonna get it for my trip, and then I'm gonna return it when I come back. I'm not paying $900 for that shit. But I'm gonna get it from Best Buy. I could get it from the other store, but I fucking hate Best Buy, so I would rather steal from Best Buy than the other store. So I'm about to get it, and I was looking up reviews of the Rogue Ally X, and I was like, let me see about this stuff. And then, like, I see all these people, like, they're like content creators, and they make millions of dollars talking about tech and video games, and they're reviewing it. And then, like, when I look at their face and their eyes and their or they look so stressed. They don't look happy. Like, you can tell this nigga has a whole collection of games, and he has all this tech, and he doesn't get to enjoy it because he has to worry about bills or money, or having to be here. Like, ain't nobody fucking happy. All this money shit, all this material, that's not gonna make you happy. And a lot of you guys say, it's not about being happy. It's not about being happy. Okay, if it's not about being happy, nigga, chop your fucking hand off, bitch. That's not gonna make you happy. And live with that if you want to be sad. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, nigga, none of these niggas are happy. They're all miserable. They're all depressed. They I don't want to say they're depressed, and I don't want to say they're miserable. I would say they're not happy like you would expect somebody in that situation to be. A lot of you guys think if you have millions of dollars, if you have money, this is why I tell you guys, don't worry about money. Don't worry about millions of dollars. Don't worry about your inner peace. That's the best thing, because once you have that, then money will come. Opportunities will come. It will come because you don't care about it. Once you start giving a shit about it, then that's when it's a problem. That's why you have to focus on your own happiness, because you'll see these people out here, they may even tell you that they're happy, they're content, but they're not happy. Because every time I see somebody who's a breatharian and they're vibing high, they're happy, they're always like a child. Like, I can feel it. Like, I can see it in there. Like, they'll be giddy and just like a child. Not this fake shit. Like, you may go see some of these channels and they be, because, like, you know how you see people dancing on TikTok? You could be dancing, you could be joking and laughing and acting silly, but if you're truly have a blockage within you, it's gonna come off like it's forced. Like, when they smile or when they dance, it's gonna come off as forced. That's different than somebody who's genuinely happy. When you see somebody genuinely happy, they almost like, it's like you're watching a child, but in a way that's like the essence of it, not in terms of their intellect, but their essence of the way they move their body, how the way they sound. Like, it's like they're really able to truly be themselves. Remember when you were a child and you were laughing at something funny, or when you were like expressing yourself, acting silly, and you were just like all out. When you do that as an adult, it seems forced. Like, it doesn't seem real. That's because you haven't really truly unblocked certain energies that's keeping you from being yourself. Because when you were a child, you were connected to that the most. But as you get older, that shit gets blocked, not just due to chemicals, but because of mental programming. So now, as an adult, even when you do laugh and you act silly, you never really fully feel like when you play a game or when you watch a movie or when you dance, you never really feel 100% the fulfillment of that like you did when you were young. And you say it's because I was a kid. No, bitch, it's because you lacking chi, you lacking energy. You're not vibing. So now what happens is, as an adult, you'll see these people, they try to chase that feeling. So they go and they'll get millions of dollars and they'll do something. And you're looking at them like, well, this person plays video games for a living. He does this. But then when you're somebody like who's actually established and can read energy like me, you can actually see these people really truly aren't happy, or they're like, they're not as happy. I don't want to say they're not happy, but they're not as happy as you would think and how you would expect. So even if they are happy, it's not as much as you would think and expect. And then they'll try to rationalize, well, it's not always about being happy. It's about, shut the fuck up, nigga. You watching my video right now probably saying I'm too negative. Shut the fuck up, bitch. So this is why I say, like, don't get caught up in the nonsense. Don't get caught up with all that bullshit. It's just this is exactly why I never wasted my time chasing money and all that, because I always know like that shit never brought me any fulfillment, any gratification. Every time I got money and everything, I never gave a fuck about. I don't care about material shit. Like the other brothers, like, oh, why don't you just go buy the ice? Because I had took the ice, got the ice for free. Like, why don't you just buy it? Just $2. I'm not buying the ice. I don't buy food. I shouldn't need to be eating. The only reason I'm still eating is because I delayed my process. I should not even be eating shit. So that's why I don't spend money on food unless I'm gonna spoil myself and go to a restaurant. And if I'm going to a restaurant, I'm spending at least $100 on a fucking entree at a nice restaurant. Because nowadays you have to do that because everything is so cheap. I'm gonna drop the link if anybody got anything they gotta say. And I'm gonna keep it respectful. I'm not like I'm not angry at you guys. Like, don't be like I'm taking my anger. Like, all this shit is just to let you guys know, like, the truth. Like, I don't give a fuck about this shit. I have a whole fucking, you guys see all the clothes I have? Like, I'm wearing the same shirt. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about this shit. I only care about being a fucking Breatharian. Niggas like, oh, you're crazy. I don't give a fuck what you think about me. I don't give a fuck what any of you niggas think. I'm about to burn all my motherfucking clothes probably. I'm probably sell them or give. I'm probably gonna sell them, make some money off of them. Because I don't give a fuck about all this shit. I don't care about it. He said, what's good, Chauncey one? Nothing much. It's just chilling. I can't wait to get the fuck out of here next week. Just waiting on my flight. It takes off at 10:30 something next Tuesday. So I got one more week. Get the fuck out of here. I hate that. I want to get out of this country. But like, if I get out of this country, I don't want to go to another country and be like these other stupid niggas who just go to like these tour vlogs or these travel vlogs. They just go to another country just to go to the fucking tourist site where everyone's at. Like, bitch, if I'm going to another country, specifically a third world country, I'm gonna get me some land, and if I don't have money to get land and buy myself, I ain't going to no other country unless I'm gonna go visit my family in Nigeria. I might even move to Nigeria, to be honest. I may move because if America gets too much, I may move because I got family and we got land out there, and I'll just stay there, to be honest. And it's perfect for a breatharian because I can breathe the clean air. It's a safari. It's a wilderness. God damn, it's hot in this fucking car. I hate that I keep opening this door. Whew. Damn, I cannot wait till the summer to be over. I fucking hate this goddamn summer. Damn. Can't wait till this fucking summer to be over. Let me go this way. Damn, it's fucking hot. And it's funny because I was doing my qigong this morning, and usually I don't do it. Like, when I first started, like I'll say about a few weeks ago, I used to only like to do my qigong in a private area. I didn't like to do it around people because they kind of distract me and shit, and sometimes they be looking and sometimes even ask questions. But now I don't give a fuck because I think it's the qigong. It's making me more centered mentally, so I don't really care anymore. So I just do my qigong. I hear people coming. Usually I would just go somewhere else. I didn't go anywhere else. I just like fuck it. I'm gonna just stay here. Okay, why is this fat ass thing about my car? Well, I was like, let me just go somewhere. Let me just stay here. So I just stay here. I kept doing my qigong. They were talking. I'm still doing my qigong. I didn't let it phase me. Tell me why did these motherfuckers start smoking? And mind you, this is the first time throughout my qigong session I've smelled weed while I'm doing my qigong. The moment that it's like I'm not saying that this is Asians or they were sent by. I'm not saying this, but it's weird how motherfuckers come and when I just say fuck it, I'm gonna just do my own thing still. They start smoking, and you know what I did? You know what? I ran to the middle of the field. It was wet as fuck. It was wet. I just ran to the middle of the field because I knew that nobody was gonna be there. And it's funny because the spot that I would have went to, because usually I wouldn't go into the field because it's too wet. But I was so pissed. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to the field because I know for a fact nobody's gonna come out here. Tell me why. The other spot that I usually go to, there was a white van. It's like, I'm not saying this is what happened, but it's like somebody was planning it. Oh, let's make him smoke. Oh, he left. We're gonna bring the white van. But then they anticipated for me to. I'm not saying that it was somebody else, but it's just weird how it played out. Maybe it was a spiritual test to test my resilience, but it was weird how a white van parked in the spot that I usually go to, but I didn't go there because I felt like somebody else was gonna get there. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna go to this spot. I went to the middle of the park, just did my qigong, said fuck it, and then nobody fucked with me because if anybody came there, it would have been obvious that they're trying to just fuck with me. So that's why I just went there. So I don't know where I was getting with that, but yeah. Yeah, I forgot what I was getting with that shit, but yeah, but like I said, like the it's just weird how all these distractions and shit, they try to fuck with you and shit. That's so I'm glad I'm so happy that I found this qigong, man. I'm so happy I found this because like I feel like this helps me. Like even right now, like I have like a lot of energy. I'm doing my fast right now. I have a lot of energy. Usually I don't walk around and shit like this. I don't walk around at the park like this really because I don't feel like it. Oh damn, they turned the sprinklers on. When the fuck they turn the sprinklers on over here? I'm gonna show you niggas something right quick. I'm gonna show you this Mason faggot piece of shit. I wish I had a fucking bottle of piss or something. I'm gonna show you some Mason faggot. I'm gonna show you some Mason faggot. I'm gonna show you some Mason faggot. Hold on. Fuck that nigga. I wish I had a bottle of piss. It's a Mason faggot. Fuck that stupid nigger. Fuck that nigger. That stupid ass nigger. I wish that brick that threw at that nigger's head, I wish I fucking killed him. They threw a brick at that nigger's head. They should have killed that nigga with that brick. That piece of shit. Hate that nigga. But yeah, just chilling right now. Yeah. What's up with it, bro? Shit. Shit's crazy. Man, it's fucking hot as fuck today, man. You would think it wouldn't be that hot because the summer's about to end. Yeah. But shit, man, like, shit's crazy. Oh, fuck. I just stepped in some mud. Oh, come on, bruh. This shit's net. Look at this shit, bro. I just stepped in that fucking mud. God damn, I'm gonna just throw these shoes away. I stole these fucking shits. I don't care. I'm gonna just throw these shoes away. That's why I like stealing shit, because I can just throw shit away. I remember I got a fucking like an air conditioner. I had stole it from fucking Rite Aid. It was an air purifier. And I got in an argument with my brother. This was last year. I got an argument with my brother. We were arguing. And I was letting him use it. And then when he was using it, I got in an argument. We were arguing about something. I was like, give me my fucking air purifier. And he's like, oh, give me a minute. I was like, give me my fucking air. I took that shit. It was like a $200 air. I took that. I was so mad. I took that shit and I threw it on the ground. I was like, you can have it now. I got hella. I cussed his ass out. You can have it. I left the fucking house. I came back 10 minutes later with another one. Oh, shit was fucking hilarious. I came back 10 minutes later. I had another one. And I literally just got, it was a $200 air purifier. I literally had just gotten it fucking like 2 weeks ago. And I just broke it just because I was pissed. I don't usually do it. I was pissed off because he just came, because he came to the house starting problems. Because every fucking time it'll be peaceful as fuck. Like, it'll just be just me there. And I'll be with my uncle or relative, whatever. It'll be cool. But every time my siblings, they'll come over, they always start problems because they'll always find an issue for no reason. So that's what got me mad, because I'm like, nigga, it's been peaceful here the whole time. As soon as you come here, it's an argument. That's why I got hella mad and I just threw the shit, broke it. He's like, first day of Qigong, I feel a little lighter. Yeah, that's what everyone usually feels. That's just a relaxation phase. Yeah, just keep going, keep doing it. Don't worry about just keep on going. Keep on going. Don't think too much about it. Don't even worry about the sensations or the feelings. They even tell you in Qigong, don't even worry, like the feelings and the sensations and all that. You don't even want to get too attached to that, because it's not about that. This is about internal growth, which you're going through it. But like I said, it's not about all the feelings. Oh, I feel good, relax. That's like the people who do it, who are like that's like something that's given. You're gonna feel good, but don't get too attached to those feelings and those emotions of like, because at the end of the day, it's about the internal work, what's happening within you, and you're changing. But this takes a long time to change. It takes a long time. They say that in 3 years is when you set up the foundation to actually begin the practice of like Qigong. Like, it takes 3 years because you got to build up what they call the Dantian. It's an energy reserve. Look at it like an energy reserve. When you start building it, first you got to activate the energy reserve. You activate it by letting the mind be at ease. So you have to get your mind to a certain ease. So the fact that you're able to feel light after a Qigong session means that you already activated your energy reserve, what they call Dantian. Some people, they can do the yoga and they don't feel shit because they haven't activated. Like me in 2021, I did Qigong. I didn't feel shit because I didn't activate it. When I started doing yoga and I relaxed my mind and I started fasting a lot more, it allowed my mind to relax. So therefore, I activated the Dantian. So therefore, your mind-body connection is open. This is why when you do the Qigong and you put your hands over it, you feel, because you're developing that mind-body connection. You're strengthening it. Once you get to a heightened level, Because what's supposed to happen is the dantian is supposed to feel, and then as it feels, you're gonna start feeling pressure on your organs. But it's a good pressure. It's not like pain. It's like it's a good feeling, and then it, it it expands, and then you fill it up, and then it pressurizes, it expands, and then it's like it's a process of how you build the energy. This is why the more longer you do it, the more you feel like your hands are able to flow. It's because you're building up the energy. The energy is building. It's gradually growing. And as it goes deeper and deeper, you're gonna notice you'll be able to walk fucking 5 miles and not sweat, and you'll be able to walk 10 miles with nothing. You'll be able to not eat for days or do other things. But you got to keep this up for a long period, and you have to have the intention of what you're trying to do it for. Like me right now, like I don't get hungry, but that does not mean I don't have the urge to eat. When I have the urge to eat, I feel like the best way to put it is energy drink. I don't have the cravings to want to eat something, more so as like it's like an energy drink. Like I feel like kind of like I need to eat something. And when I do eat, I can eat very little. I can eat like an apple, some nuts, or like a half of like some soup, and I can power myself for the rest of the day. I'm good. I don't need to sit there and be eating a whole meal and all, because like that's how you can tell that you're slowly becoming breatharian. So becoming breatharian is like it's a slow process. It takes time. It's very rare that some people can just not eat, because there's some people who just they don't eat, and then they can just go without eating, and then but that's very rare. There's this one girl. She still watches my videos. She's been watching me for a minute. She said she was breatharian back in 2020. She said she didn't say she was breatharian. She just said she doesn't eat. And it was back in 2020, and she didn't really do anything. Like some people, it comes natural. They can just born with it. Because I remember that and this is before I even knew I was, because I didn't even think I was able to. I didn't even think I could be a breatharian until the beginning of 2023 when I made that video. If nobody's a breatharian, you don't relate to me, and I flashed all that money. If all you guys remember, I still have it on my channel. That's when I thought I knew I could be a breatharian. Before that, I just was doing this to heal and just for a health lifestyle. I didn't think so. All this breatharian stuff, I just recently, at least a year ago, and even I'll even say not even 2 years ago, because that was like beginning of last year. So that's like almost 2 years. This was probably like a year ago, I will say. Because there was a time where I remember like back in 2022, I was doing a fast, and then I ended it at day 10. And then like, I just felt like I needed to keep going, because I thought I was like, oh, if I fast for that's the only reason I was able to do those long ass fasts, like day 20, day 40. The reason I was able to do it because I was so, this is why I say it's a mind over matter. It was so easy for me to do it back then, because I was like, if I fast for 20 days, if I fast for 30 days, I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna be healed. So that motivated me. But once I realized like I fasted for 10 days, 20 to 30 days, I got better, but it was something I'm supposed to do as a lifestyle. Then that's when that's when the motivation was like, let me just do 5 days and then take a break. Let me just do 10 days. Let me do 3 days. Let me do 4. See what I'm saying? Like that's when I started getting back to that, because it's like the mind over matter, knowing that, okay, if I do 20, it's not going to do it. So that's why it's all mental. This is all a mind thing, mental, mind. It's nothing to do with what you eat and all that shit, and it's all a mental thing. Because I'll notice times like I'll be more hungry. Back in my earlier days, I'll be more hungry when I know I don't have access to food than if I did. Because I remember I didn't eat for like hella long, and I remember, this is why I say you have to really train the mind. Like I'm right now, it's not a problem for me. But before this, what used to happen to me, I used to be on like a 5-day fast, and I used to be like, damn, I'm 5 days. But then if I have to go somewhere where I know I didn't have access to food, then I notice the cravings will come back. So that's what made me realize it's not just me not eating, it's a mind thing. So this is why you have to get your mind right, because a lot of the times you're hungry, it's because of emotional. You're hungry because you're depressed, or maybe you see your favorite movie, or you got some good news. Now you want to celebrate. Now you feel hungry because you're like, well, I got some good news and let me just eat and celebrate. Like it could be a bad or a positive emotion. People always talk about the negative emotions. You eat when you're sad. Some people eat when they're happy. People drink. This is why they'll tell an alcoholic that you can't be around alcohol. But people just think of it like, if something bad happens in your life, don't drink. But what if an alcoholic has a good something good happens in their life and they want to celebrate, and people celebrate by drinking wine? See, that's where it gets kind of hard, because once good things happen to you, it's easy to be like, you know what, I deserve this. Who cares? I got this good thing happening. Let me just sacrifice. You don't want to get caught up like that, because then you end up wasting time, and then the good things that actually happen really aren't even good things. They're just stupid matrix shit. Like you just got some money, or you just got this bitch's number. Like shit that's not important. It's not like something like with spiritual growth. Because when you get spiritual growth, then you'll get 10 times more money, 10 times easier. You get 10 times 10 bitches number, 10 times easier. And it's effortlessly, all because you did it, versus you trying to nickel and dime your own energy to be able to get this one experience that really ain't shit. You get the experience and it ain't that fun, or you're not fulfilled by it. Because you can't, so I say you can't cheat the universe. You can't, because to be honest, the biggest asset is your well-being, your happiness, your peace. And you could have all the money in the world, and the spirit will keep you from enjoying that money. It'll keep you from enjoying that peace. So this is why I say your peace is the most important thing. It has nothing to do, like I told you guys early. You'll see people out here, because I can read auras and energy, and I see a lot of people with millions of dollars. Or they'll have things that people may want, and they're not happy. They don't have the inner, or I don't want to say they're not happy. They're not as happy as you will think they will be. Because a lot of you guys feel like if you have this, and that, you're gonna be so happy and the world will be better. And then people tell you, oh, it's a never-ending journey. It's shadow work. Things are always come up. So who gives a fuck if things always come up? Like people always say that. This is a never-ending journey. You always have shadow work. It's never always going to be positive. Who are you to tell me that? Just because something's negative, I get to choose how I feel over that negative experience. The fuck? So this is why I say you want to focus on your happiness, because that's your body, that your inner peace. That's your body shield. So when things do happen, you don't really give a shit about it as much. You're more resilient and you get over it quicker. Because shit is gonna happen, but who said you have to feel some type of way about it? That's what you gotta understand. That's why I say your peace is the most happy. Oh shit, fucking sprinklers. I don't know why they're turning on these sprinklers. They don't ever turn these sprinklers on. Look how dirty this grass is. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just crazy. And most of these people you see out here, they don't even have time to enjoy they have. This is why I say inner happiness is the best. Because when you have inner happiness, you can enjoy your happiness 24/7. When you have material happiness, you can only enjoy it during a certain hours. You have to go to sleep, so you can't play the game when you go to sleep. You can't drive your car 24/7. You can't fucking go to the mall and buy new drip when they're closed. So now your happiness, and now at the end of the day, you gotta go to sleep. See, all that shit is like, you're not in control. And even then, like, this shit, it doesn't bring you it doesn't bring you the same fulfillment. Like over time, this shit, you get used to it. So you buy all the shit you want, and then you're one of these rich people that say money doesn't bring happiness. And just like, I'm supposed to look at you like, oh, that's deep. Like, you'll see these rich people, money doesn't bring happiness. I bought all the things I want. I wasn't happy. Every time I hear somebody say that, I just look at them like, you a stupid nigga. It's just like a nigga going to the thing, oh, just because you order a number 2 and it says supersize doesn't mean it's gonna fill you up. Obviously, bitch. Just because it says super doesn't mean. So people say dumb shit and they try to sound deep. Oh, I'm deep. Money doesn't bring. Obviously, it doesn't. What you're telling me is that you're just a stupid ass nigga who couldn't do the work internally. So you have to go and get material items. And then since that didn't work, you want to make it look like it's like a low key flex. It's like a low key flex. I had money and it didn't make me happy. Nigga, you look stupid, nigga. Like, there's people who don't have money and they're more happier than you. So you pretty much did all that work to get money just for it to not make you happy? You stupid ass nigga. And they try to sound like they're like Jim Carrey, stupid cracker ass. I fucking hate Jim Carrey. I used to like him, but he became a stupid nigger once fucking this whole social media thing came, just like everyone else, and everybody started getting programmed and acting like fucking Terrence Howard and all these stupid niggers. So fuck Jim Carrey now. He even said this. He's like, oh, money doesn't. I wish everybody would have money, so therefore they'll realize it's not the end. No shit, it isn't the end. All you stupid ass nigga. You dumb. If anything, you seem more stupid. How the fuck you have money and you didn't use that money to put yourself in a situation where you can? Because if you have money, the first thing you should do is put you like. When I see money, I don't see it as how much I could buy. I see money like freedom, time. I get to go anywhere. I get to be by myself. I don't have to be around people I don't want to be around because I have money. That's how I see money. These other niggas, they see money like, oh, I'm gonna buy stupid shit with it, and then they buy shit with it and they don't feel fulfilled. I'm like, nigga, you could have took that money, create a situation to be able to develop your peace easier. Because now you don't got to go to a shitty ass job. You don't got to have to answer to nobody. You don't have to worry about if you don't do chores or take out the trash, you're gonna get kicked out because you got your own fucking house. You don't have to worry about all that shit. But nah, that's why I'm like, oh, it's just crazy. He said, it's been a little easier with dry fasting. Me last week, my stomach would give hunger cakes. Now it reduced drastically. Yeah, you gotta just keep doing fast. The more you fast, the more your body get used to it. So you just gotta keep doing it. The way I see it, what I do is I do a dry fast until I feel like drinking, and then I drink. I don't stress myself on having to maintain a dry fast. You can do that, but like I said, this is supposed to be a process you come into naturally. Like me right now, I go on a dry. I don't call it dry fast. I just call it fasting. What I do is I start my fast not drinking anything or eating anything, and then eventually I will drink something if I feel like it, and I may drink something one day, and then the next day I don't drink nothing. But that's how I do it. I just call it fasting, because when you're drinking water, your body's still cleansing and healing. Obviously, not on a deeper. To be honest, like I don't need like. I would say on a deeper level, you do dry fasting. But if you're healing an ailment, such as kidney issues, or you're sick, or you have an illness, water fasting or dry fasting, it does not matter. You still heal, and it goes the same speed. Dry fasting, I would say, because when you start dry fasting and you get to like day 12, day 13, your pores, they start to open up, and you can feel the water in the air. Like when you're doing the Qigong, you start feeling the water. Once you go, like you get to like day 11, day 12 of a dry fast, your pores will open up, and you start, just like you sweat, you bring in moisture from the atmosphere. So this also powers your body. But you gotta, your pores don't open up unless you get to like a certain, like day 11, day 12 of fasting. But once you get there, then you start able to bring energy in from those other levels. But this is all a process. You're not forcing your way there. It's not, oh, how hard I can fast, or if I do it this fast, or if I do it this way, I'm gonna get here. That's not how it is. It's supposed to be a slow process. You cannot rush this. If you do rush it, it's actually dangerous. And this is where starvation and people feeling weak and skinny. Like, remember when you guys first see me? I was skinny as fuck when I first did it. Now it's like, I don't even eat. I eat less than one meal a day. And when I say less than one meal, that means I don't eat a meal. I eat like snacks, like a banana, chips. If I do eat something unhealthy, it'll probably be like some chicken. Like just like the chicken by itself, like that's it. If I do eat something unhealthy, and even then I'm trying to cut that off, but I'll eat shit like that. And I'll eat like less than once a day, like a little small bit. And like I notice my weight is retaining. Like I've naturally always been skinny. So, but before, when I was eating like fucking 5 times a day, like still eating like fucking 4 steaks, because I used to go like to Safeway and get like 4 fucking like those organic steaks and cook them all. Because I used to smoke and just eat all day and drink alcohol. So I used to get like 4 of those steaks, cook them, eat those, eat some M&Ms, eat all that shit. I was skinnier back then than I was now. Because back then I wasn't working out and I wasn't doing Qigong or nothing. I was skinny as fuck and I was eating like 4 steaks. I eat M&Ms and I eat bake some cookies. Then I go eat some like rice. I remember I ate so much food one time. I ate so much food and I still wanted to eat, but I couldn't eat because my stomach was so full. I made myself throw up just so I could eat. And I never did that again because the food didn't even taste right. Because my body's brain was like, you're not supposed to eat. So even though I made myself throw up, it didn't feel right going down. And the reason I wanted to eat because I was smoking hella weed. Because I would just smoke and eat all day and just get high all day. And like I was like, that's the thing. I didn't have there was no type of boundary because I was just getting the food and the weed and the alcohol for free. So I didn't have any boundaries financially to stop me from like getting it. So that's why I was like, I was really like in that shit. But I don't even do that shit no more. I literally can't. I don't even know how I even did it because I feel like the parasites make you attracted to negative shit. The parasites, because nowadays I can't even think about even doing that. Like my body wouldn't even be able to take any of that shit. So it's been a little easier. I already read that. Does the anti-energy start developing once you start Qigong? Anti-energy. Oh, Dantian. Okay. The moment you start doing Qigong, the process starts. But it takes, look at it like building a muscle. If you go to 24-hour fitness and you go there for 6 months, are you going to look like fucking Jay Cutler? Are you going to look like a bodybuilder that's about to get on stage? No, you're not. You won't even look like a bodybuilder after 3 years. You got to go year after year for at least 10 years. Because you see how slow muscle grows? That's the same process. Anything in this earth realm, it takes a long time because it's the earth realm. It's slow. Everything is supposed to take time. And so it's going to be slow because it's meant that's just it's not a good or a bad thing. It's just the experience that we have. If we wanted it to be quick, we would have made it like that. But we want it to be slow, so everything will be slow. So look at Qigong is the same way. It's slow process. It's just like when you go to the gym after one workout, do you see muscle? No, you don't see muscle, but it's growing. After 3 months, do you see muscle? Very little. It's still growing. After 3 years, you see muscle. You see a bit of it. You don't have to. You can look in the mirror and see it. That's Qigong. Same thing. You're not gonna get that far just after a few weeks doing it. You're gonna start the process though. It's starting, but I will say after they say after 2 to 4 months is when you build a certain foundation of the Dantian. You build the energy. After 2 to 3 months is when you build they say is when you I don't know because they say after 3 years is when you're done building it. But after 2 to 3 months is when the process is really it's on its you started the process. You're at a good space in the process. It's like that's when you activate it on a certain level. Is after 2 to 3 months. So after 2 to 3 months, you are going to see a huge shift, and then you want to keep going and going, and then you're going to see changes come as you, depending on who you are. Everybody's different. Yeah. Yeah, but as soon as you start the process, it's immediate. It's immediate. Damn, it's already 2:10. God damn. Damn. Yeah, that's the thing about me. I always like to give valuable information. Like I'm not gonna say I'm the only channel. There's many channels, but I'm one of the few channels that actually gives you information. Whether you take my information or not, if you didn't take my information, fuck you. I'm not talking about you. You can't say that I'm not helping no one if you didn't take the information or you're too stupid and incapable of doing it. But the thing is, I give a solution. All these other bitch ass niggas who have something to say about my message, where's their solution? They don't got no fucking solution. All the thing they gotta do is to talk like a little. These niggas are just like the Matrix. They're just like the system. They'll sit there and be like, oh, fuck the system, fuck the Matrix. But then they'll come on my channel and be like, oh, you're doing too much, you're cussing. Bitch, now you know how the Masons and the Jews feel when you express your opinions, bitch. You see how you don't like how I talk? You see how I'm doing too much? Now you know how the Jews and the Masons feel, bitch. Now you know how they feel. Now, why don't you give them a little leniency? You're not going to get them leniency because you're a fucking nigga. You see what I'm saying? You're contradicting. You're a hypocritic fuck. Oh, and I don't like the way he talk. He cuss. He doing too much. But yet again, if the Matrix tells you to pull your fucking pants up, put that suit and tie on before you come in my office. Act respectable. You say, oh, they're trying to carve me into something I'm not. Bitch, you're trying to carve me into something I'm not. For real. That's how I look at it. Now you know how they feel. But I always try to give valuable information. I always love to give a solution. Because I see so many people, they don't give a solution. Yeah. Ain't nobody give no solution. All people fucking do is just bitch and complain. I bitch and complain and I give a solution. I've always been that two birds, one stone. I'll bitch and complain, but I'll give a solution. I understand that I'm my own enemy. I understand I'm my own enemy and things I attract, but don't get me wrong. If I attract a motherfucker that comes at me, I'm gonna slap you upside your head. Even though I know I may have attracted you, doesn't mean you're not gonna get the smoke. I'm still gonna because people say, oh, don't project all your problems. Heal your problems. Don't project. The way I look at it, like, why not do both? If you piss me off, and even though I caused it, who's to say I can't slap you upside the fucking head? The thing is, after I slap you upside the head, I'm gonna go back to the healing drawing board. Before I slap you upside the head, I'm gonna be at the healing drawing board. You see what I'm saying? So why not do both? That's how I see it. I'm not saying you have to, but that's just how I do it. Like, yeah, I understand that this person, I attracted this situation, but it doesn't mean you're not gonna get this smoke, because at the same time, nigga, just like I attracted that situation, me slap you upside your head, nigga, you attracted that situation. Because from your perspective, you attracted me slapping the fuck out of you. Just like I attracted whatever the fuck shit you did to me to make me want to slap the fuck out of you. We're all, like I said, we all a team. We're all helping each other out. We're all spirits contributing. Even if I went up to this random bitch and just slapped her upside her fucking head, some shape or form, she deserved it. I'm not saying I'm not gonna get punished, but there's no way I'm gonna be able to go do it without her at least having some responsibility in it. Why were you here? Obviously, you were at the wrong place, wrong time. Something happened, but the fact that I'm not gonna do it means that she didn't deserve it because I didn't do it. I'm not saying I won't get. I'm not saying that I'm not gonna get some type of karma or repercussion because she deserved it, because that had nothing to do. I still will get my shit, but that doesn't take effect away that she deserved that shit. And it doesn't take away the fact that I'm not going to get in trouble just because she deserved it. That doesn't mean shit. Yeah. But like I said, I don't like. It's good that I got people taking the information, and I'm good because this is all energy work that I'm doing. I'm glad that there's people who are taking the information and learning it, because that's points for me. That's my work I'm doing. That's esoteric. I don't call it esoteric points. Physically, you may say, oh, my views aren't there, or who's watching it, or he's not making it. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I put the energy out there, so I already got that energy. I put something out, I help people, and I'm gonna keep doing it. That's all I do. As long as the spirit sees what I'm doing, that's all that matters to me. That's all that matters to me. That's why I just gotta keep doing what I'm doing. That's why I ain't working no fucking shitty ass job. And to be honest, I don't even think I'll even be at a situation right now, not working no job right now. But And it ain't just because of me stealing the shit. Like, that's just, to be honest, me stealing the shit is not even bringing that much money. That's like fucking like probably like averaging like 3,000 a month. That ain't shit. I got my fucking my trading, which that's because the trading, I don't go too hard in my trading, because what I do with the trading is there's certain strategies that I use, and every single day, based upon my strategy, I'm gonna make some money. Like, it's very rare for me to lose money, but I'm playing it safe by doing that. The more safer you play it, the less money you make. But well, if you leverage and do it right and invest, risk more than you can get it. But the less money you make, but the more you won't, the more better chance you're not gonna lose. Versus you do a lot more than you're risking it, because you're taking more risk. He said. He said, I think the information and then apply it and experiment with it. Yeah, for real. And yeah, like I said, don't think too deep about it. Like I said, it's very easy. It's very easy. Not don't think too deep about it. Like, because the mind will get you. Because if you start thinking deep and you start watching all these other people that be like, oh, Qigong doesn't work, or it's dangerous, or this person did that, and every time you hear somebody, they always got to be doubtful. Notice how it's always for somebody who doesn't do shit in their life. This is the same thing with the whole social media and Gen Z, and why Gen Z is all a bunch of fucking retards. Not because they don't want to work, because I don't understand, but it's like at the end of the day, at least want to work on something, work on yourself, work on trying to create your own system or your own. Like, these niggas don't want to do shit. So that tells me like the only thing they want to do is just fucking work for they always want the system to provide them shit. Because that's the thing. Everyone, they think too much. Watch social media, they think too much. And then when you want to do something that has nothing to do with being on social media, then they have an opinion. But these dumbasses don't fucking understand that that's anything that you do that's a step towards being successful has some type of risk of failure or something not going right. So if you want to base if you should do something on if it can fail, then you're just gonna be like these bitches on social media all day, not doing nothing, playing it safe. They're really not playing it safe, because where they're gonna end up at is gonna be a very holistic state. So they're not playing it safe. You see what I'm saying though? Like, these niggas ain't shit. Like, for example, my car. I always put the most expensive gas in my car. I go to Chevron and I'll put premium. If I have to, I like Chevron. Sometimes I go to Shell station, but I always go to Chevron and I'll put the premium, because I always want to put the best gas. Just like I put good stuff in my body, I'll put the best gas in my car. So some stupid ass bitch ass nigga, he calls himself as a mechanic. He's like, oh, I'm a mechanic for years, and it doesn't matter if the only reason they have high octane fuel is for certain cars that can only run on high octane fuel. It doesn't make your car dry. Shut your stupid ass up, bitch. I don't care if you're a fucking mechanic. And this is what I don't like from doctors, anybody with a specialist in something. They always will tell you that you're wrong, where I came up with my conclusion based on experience of what I did and what I seen other people. So this stupid ass mechanic, like, oh, it doesn't. I didn't want to argue with this nigga, so I just agree with him just so he can shut the fuck up. It's like, high octane fuel doesn't make your car run smoother. It's only made for high-end luxury cars that need that type of fuel to run. You're wasting your money. You could put, like, shut your stupid ass up. I put the cheapest gas and my shit was driving. At first, I didn't think it was driving anyway. I thought it was normal. Then I put the expensive one. I noticed it was driving smoother. And then my grandma said something like she only goes to Chevron and puts it. And then I was like, I knew I wasn't lying, because it's me. And then my grandma said something, and then somebody else said it. And then this stupid nigga's all saying, oh, it doesn't make a difference. I'm a mechanic. Bitch, that doesn't mean anything. The fact that you're a mechanic and you're telling me something that's wrong shows me that I shouldn't trust people with a professional degree. I need to trust people who actually have the knowledge. Because one thing about this Masonic system is if you're a doctor, mechanic, or any type of person that was given a certificate or some type of degree from the system, they train you to go by the book. So if the doctor says that herbs can't heal you, if the textbook says herbs can't heal you, if the textbook said high octane fuel doesn't make the car drive better, then even if they experience it in real life, they are programmed to make a rationalization. Well, it's all in your mind, or it's not real, or they have to because they're under that program. So this is how you can tell how strong the shit is. So this is why in this time right now, like all these doctors and these people with these degrees, they feel they're angry and they're upset. Like nobody takes it seriously no more. Everyone thinks they're a Google scholar. Bitch, because you can't get mad when people think they're a YouTuber scholar or a Google scholar over you, because you're not showing people you're more intelligent than Google or YouTube. If you were actually telling people the truth, herbs heal you, fucking GMO food is bad for you. If you're telling people that shit, then people believe you. You're telling people lies. So the fuck? How can you get upset? And everything people are denying you about or calling you out on is shit people tried for themselves. You gotta understand and always remember that. People actually tried the shit for themselves. It's not like people are just wanting to hate on doctors or hate on mechanics or hate on people with degrees. No, we're all living life. Whatever you're doing, if you're a mechanic, you work on cars, bitch. People drive cars every day. So people put gas in their car every day, bitch. Obviously, people are gonna have an experience where whatever you're saying isn't working based upon their experience. So it's not like people are just coming up with these conclusions. So I don't get what the fuck. That's why I don't like anybody with a degree. I don't respect. I don't care who it is. It could be the most nicest person. If you tell me you went to college, you're a piece of shit. Anybody, and this is no disrespect to my viewers. If you went to college, I'm not talking about you, because if you went to college and you're watching my channel, or I don't want to just be my ego, watching a channel with people speaking like me, because we got other people out there. Shout out to Dolo Mooney and Mooney Mercury. Those are the only two people I know. And what's the other brother's name? Inside 11. Shout out to Inside 11. If you're not watching, like, getting shit from people like that, then you don't know. Nobody knows what the fuck they talk about, really. They don't know anything that they're talking about. If you're not getting it from people like us, they're just regurgitating a system, a program given to them. They don't know shit. He's like, agree with people so they shut the fuck up. Yeah, that's what you have to do. If I don't know what you guys, I don't know. I hope that's what you guys are doing, just agreeing with people and telling them to shut up. I hope that's what you are doing, because we in 2024, and I know I say that all the time. We in 2024. You guys don't understand what the fuck that means. You know what being in 2024 means? It means we're 5 years after 2019. We're 6 years after 2018. We're 7 years after 2017. Do you know what was going on in 2017, 2018, 2019? The same fucking shit that's going on right now. Bunch of bum ass, dumb ass niggas on social media not doing shit. Thinking they're a Google scholar or something, not experimenting, which is the same shit. Social media existed. Fucking people been on the internet, at least same shit. So all these people talk about, oh, this, and that. Nigga, it's 2024, nigga. Like, you can't be stupid in 2024. 2017, 2018, social media, Instagram, all this information was out here. Where the fuck were you? At this point, you're just choosing to be an idiot. You're in the energy of, if I'm not right, I don't want to be. If I'm wrong, I don't want to be right. That's the energy everybody's in at 2024. We're 4 years after the fucking pandemic. What the fuck? Wasn't everybody sitting on their fat asses just watching TV and on the game the last fucking 2 years after the pandemic, before they took it? They told everybody to go outside and shit. You know what I'm saying? So all those times you were on social media. You can't say you weren't, because when they quarantine you and put you in fucking timeout because of that little fake ass virus, you were on the internet. So what the fuck were you watching? Netflix? And I understand people watch stupid shit, but like people everyone watch some type of conspiracy or some type of shit. At this point, I can't take anyone fucking serious who has a degree. If you have a degree and you're not like I said, this is not a shot at the. If you a subscriber, you fuck with my channel, I'm not talking about you. But if you have a degree, you're a piece of shit. I don't respect you. The moment I watch a YouTube channel and I see doctor something, or I see PhD at the end, or somebody tells me, or not they don't even have to tell me they have a PhD or a doctor. They have to just talk a certain way, because when you go to college for 4 years on top of grad school, university, and all this other extra shit, and you end up spending like 8 years in school, that changes your brain. This is why you think they have you go to college for like over 4 years to get a master's or PhD, or you got to go to grad school and all this law school. And it's so long. It's 8 years, 9 years. Why do you think it's so long? Because in 9 years, there's no way you're able to fake that programming, because they instilled it in your brain. This is why even people that are there's people in the spiritual community. I don't want to drop any names, but there's people in the spiritual community that, like, I don't even want to drop any. I'm not even going to drop the names who those people watch, because I'm not trying to give no hint who I'm talking about. But there's people in here that I see, and they said they went to college, and this is not to what's his name? 33 or the Third View. I'm not talking about Third View because he went to college. I'm not talking about Third View. But there's people I have seen that they so-called spiritual, and even though they be breaking spiritual shit down, you can kind of tell that they're a bitch ass nigga by the way they talk. It has nothing to do with the information, because the information's kind of, they get it, but you can just tell they're a bitch ass nigga by the way they talk. They have that mainstream, regular, average, typical Joe type of way they present themselves, like the way they talk. You could they use the new lingo, like they'll be like, oh, that's all cap, or no diddy, or they'll say some stupid dumbass shit. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying everybody who says it is like somehow copying. Obviously, like if you somebody, but like you could just tell, like they just use these. I'm giving you guys an example. Like they just use these stupid ass things, lingos, or like let's just say the government will be talking about like a new pair of it'll be talking about something they want everybody to pay attention to, like something viral. These will be the same people who go and talk about it, but they try to make it like into something spiritual. Like, nigga, shut your ass up. You still just got that fucking programming. That is, I call it the mainstream programming. It's like, you know, when you go to the store and you see that regular person and they just talk about dumb shit, or you watch like MTV and they just talk about dumb shit, and then people talk about what they watched. Like, he has that type of mentality. So even though he's not talking about MTV or whatever shit, you know, if you talk spiritual, you can kind of see it. And I'm like, this nigga's a bitch ass nigga. He has like college energy, that like he got a degree. If I ever had any children, I'd be like, if you want to go to college, you're on your own. I'm not paying for shit. I'm not paying for shit. You'll have to go to public school because I'm not trying to go to jail. Or even then, I'll try to get homeschooling. But if you want to go to college, bitch, you better get 5,000 or 10,000 jobs and save up, and you pay for it yourself. I'm not paying for shit. Fuck, I'm gonna pay for your college degree. Yeah, you got to be a piece of shit to go to really be in that shit and actually agree with it. If you went to it and you realized it was a scam, I'm not talking about you. But if most of these motherfuckers, they'll go into college and then they come out and like, imagine, like, especially a lot of these Gen Z, a lot of them, they dumb as fuck. Like I was at the Starbucks the other day. This stupid ass Asian bitch. She looked depressed and miserable. You could tell she's Gen Z because this bitch she's a fucking chink. She's an Asian. So she's one of those stupid Asian people, probably went to San Jose State University, like all the other chinks and the fucking all those type of like those like, you know those type of people like that are like kind of like they call them like liberal type people. Like they're fucking like young kids. They talk about, Gaza, we need to free Gaza and Israel, and these fucking stupid ass ugly ass Arab children are getting their brains blown off and we need to save them. Oh, I get it. Like she's one of those stupid Chinese bitches who be protesting and talking about the latest shit on fucking social media, like just dumb shit. And she working at Starbucks and she looks so miserable, and she looked like one of those smart Asian people who like go to college and shit. This bitch, like you could tell, I don't even know, but I knew that this bitch, her degree, because she's in debt and her degree isn't paying. And I knew this because she looked like somebody who should be working in a certain field that's not at Starbucks. And she looks miserable. And by the way she talks, and she actually seemed like a college student who goes to the like these certain colleges and shit. And she's still working at Starbucks. I'm like, this bitch is in debt. And it's funny how like she was talking about to the coworker when I was getting my fucking ice. She was like, why is it that no jobs are hiring right now? I have all these credentials. I'm not saying she can't get hired or not, but she mentioned something along those lines of nobody's hiring people. And it's weird because she don't seem like somebody you should be working there. She seemed like, because a lot of these Gen Z, that's why a lot of them are mad, because they can't even get no fucking degree. They get no job from the shitty ass degree they got. And then they have to work at Starbucks. So this bitch, she's depressed and she's angry and miserable. Shit's fucking hilarious. The bitch is angry and miserable and depressed, and she's sitting there like making. And I didn't want her making my eyes. She tried to make my shit, and I just said, I told the guy behind me, you can go in front of me, because I didn't want her touching my motherfucking shit. Because bitch, you're miserable, you're depressed. I don't want that energy in my motherfucking drink. I don't like when certain people make my shit. Damn, I might end this live stream, guys. Damn, I gotta sit over here. What the fuck? I left all this shit over here. Huh. Yeah. I'm gonna drop the link one more time and then. Yeah. There's the link if anybody wants to join before I head out. I'm trying to get the fuck up out of here. Every time I come over here, there's always got to be some nigga that's got to be walking and looking and shit. Shit's so annoying. I was on the other side of the street. It was good. I came over here because nobody was walking. As soon as I come over here, it's like some nigga walking. You start being loud and shit. People got something to say. Oh, you're being too loud. And then why the fuck you coming by me then? It's so funny too because I let there's this motherfucker in his car, right? And when you guys know when I crossed the street like about 30, 45 minutes ago, I crossed the street because there was this nigga in his fucking car eavesdropping. And then he leaves like 20 minutes later. He leaves 20 minutes later. Instead of me coming back, I'm like, let me just do it over here. I'm making a live talking to you guys. I just decide to come over here. This nigga comes back out. Fucking retarded. It's just fucking retarded. Yeah. Like I said, guys, I'm like I hope I didn't offend anybody too much. I really don't care, but like I respect my subscribe. I don't want you guys to get out of like don't fuck with you or I don't respect. Like when I'm talking, I'm speaking to this motherfuckers out there. I'm not speaking to you guys out here. Like if I really didn't fuck with you niggas, I wouldn't be telling you niggas any of this information. So like I'm glad. Like I'm not. This wasn't to you. Like when I come in and I say certain shit, don't think I'm talking about you. I'm talking about this world. This world ain't shit. That's what I'm talking about. Fuck this world. Fuck this world. I don't want to. I don't want you guys to think I'm talking about you. I don't have no problems with none of my subscribers. Nothing. What I'm talking about, I don't relate to people. I'm not trying to talk to people. This is to these bots. These are to people I don't relate to. Anybody that I talk to, I connected. I'm not speaking about you. I don't want you guys to think I'm speaking to you. Like, to be honest, I don't mind kicking it with a building and doing something with a lot of people if we find something we can do. So I'm not tripping about that. So I just want to make that clear. I'm speaking to these fucking to society and these bots. That's what I'm speaking to. Because at the end of the day, like a lot of you guys may think like, oh, I'm being too hard. I'm not. To be honest, like at the end of the day, ain't nobody can. We in a different time. Nobody can tell me what the fuck I need to do and how to do it or whatever. Any type of thought you come, oh, you need to do it this way. I don't got to do it shit anyway. First of all, I'm not trying to make YouTube like I'm not trying to get famous off YouTube like that. Like I'm like, don't get me wrong. I will always make videos. That will always be a given. I will always make videos. But the thing is, I'm not trying to make it into like a career. I'm not. This is why I don't invest shit into this. But my knowledge and me showing up. That's the only investment I get. Somebody asks me, fucking, oh, send donations to give me to get him a selfie stick. You know, if you send me donations, it's just gonna go to donations. It's not going to no selfie stick because I'm not getting no selfie stick. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm not investing shit into this channel. Even if you send me $2,000 for a camera, it's not going to a camera because I'm not putting no money into this shit. YouTube is very political right now. It's very, what's the word for it? You know when you're like in a work environment or you're in a certain environment and everything's political, like you go to jail, it's political and you can't do. And when I say political, it doesn't mean red versus blue Democrat. Political meaning there's rules and regulations and certain ways you have to carry yourself. It like that. I can't. I don't. That right there, I could see where YouTube's going. Like it's to a point right now where if you're trying to make it off YouTube like that, you're gonna have to like literally tuck your tail under your ass and kiss someone's ass. You're literally going to you can't truly be yourself and think you're gonna be viral and make money. You can't. Not on YouTube. If you want to be viral and make money on YouTube, you're gonna have to tone down your knowledge and information. You gotta have to speak about regular shit. You can't go because think about it, like for years of my life, I always used to look at the Matrix and I used to be like, why are people like this was like years ago. I came to a conclusion long time ago, but years ago, I always used to look at the world and be like, why is it that like the people that like go viral or they even like NBA, like you see basketball stars and people that are good, but they don't go in the NBA. They never get drafted. But then people suck. They get drafted. Or do you see rappers that suck? All the rappers nowadays, they fucking trash. Most of them. But then the ones that are good, they don't get no talent because it's not about talent. It has nothing to do with talent nowadays. It has everything to do with if they choose you, if they pick you, and if you're talking about what they want, what they want you to speak about. If you're not talking about what they want you to speak about, then you're pretty much like wasting your time. You could be really talented. This is why I say you want to have other avenues that you're invested in other than this. I'm not saying you can't be invested into YouTube, but you're gonna have to change your content. You're gonna have to just talk about regular shit. Talk about how fucking the prices of food is going up and how people need to come together and do something. When you start talking about stupid shit like that, like the inflated cost of pricing and how you hate your job, then they're gonna go viral. But then even with that, it's only gonna go so far. Because eventually then that's just gonna get played out. So like I said, this thing is up and down. And I'm saying this from what I'm observing. I know a couple people who have I know a couple people personally. They have over 100,000 subscribers. One has 100,000, the other one has 200,000. They have a faceless YouTube channel. Their shit was doing good. They had like $10,000. They're making like $10,000 a month. Their shit dropped because they said something that was controversial, and it wasn't even spiritual. It's like when you're watching Fox News or you're watching CNN. If you go on Fox News and CNN and you say that you believe in meditation and you believe in qigong, they will never air that on Fox. Even though it's not a cuss word, they still don't want to air it because it's the platform. So you got to look at YouTube like Fox and CNN. Since they can't control what you say and it's so big of a platform, what they have to do is shadow ban and fuck with demonetization and set examples by demonetizing other people. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't go make videos. Like, you can make videos, but you don't think you're gonna be speaking deep esoterically and you're gonna get views. If you do get views, you're gonna be speaking something stupid. God damn, it's fucking noisy. I'm gonna have to get the fuck out of here. It's fucking noisy as fuck. Yeah, let me just go over here. So you're gonna have to. You're gonna have to speak on some bullshit. You're gonna have to because if you don't, they're gonna fuck with your views. And you don't want to be in a situation where you speaking good shit, because a lot of you niggas may, oh, I'm doing good now, and then you're making $10,000 a month, and then you get demonetized, and then now you don't have no money, and then all the money you took, you didn't invest it or nothing because you thought you were gonna be making it forever. It's not a stable career. The moment, because you're prospecting nothing. If you're making money off YouTube, you can't talk shit about the system. You can't talk shit about it. You can't talk about these Jews, mate. You can't, because they paying you. How you gonna talk shit about them and they paying you? It make no damn sense. It's stupid. And then you guys may say, what about Dolo? Because Dolo got his shit demonetized and he got it monetized again. Dolo be fucking these niggas up on a spiritual level. He be making these niggas, he be fucking them up, possessing them and driving them mad, because spiritually on a certain level, because angels usually don't possess, so-called angels, they don't possess people, but they have the ability to possess people. Not like anything a demon could do, somebody who's have that angelic energy, they can do that too. So when you're looking at shit like that, like he be fucking them up mentally. So, and he's actually a extreme threat, because he's able to tap into their brain and experience and see everything some of these faggot Jews and Masons see. So he's actually tapped into some other shit. And this is why he's able to speak shit. They're like, how the fuck does this nigga know this? It's because he's able to actually go into their mind and possess and do so. They actually kind of scared of him and they have to work with him. So that's why he got his shit back, because he can mentally drive these niggas crazy, mad. Not to mention he's a threat. And plus, even though they demonetize him, he's still gonna keep going. So they have to work with him. They can't treat this nigga like he's everyone else. So that's an exception. But because this nigga talks hella shit and he got his shit he got his shit back. But you notice how other people, they be talking shit too, but they don't get their shit back. There be people who are red pills who got demonetized, who weren't even speaking spiritual, and they can never get monetized. So like I say, certain thing is different. I remember you roasted that person on that last live. Yeah, that was a lot. That was a bitch that was the same bitch that fucking went on your page. Remember that girl that said that you needed to go to sleep, or you looked like you needed some sleep, and she was like trying to roast you on you, and then you were like, bitch, you look like you were roasting on her too. That was the same bitch. She tried to go on my fucking page and I'm like, you went on Jay Vaz's page. I'm like, go deal with him. He roasted your ass. You need to go deal with him. I'm not your enemy. He roasted you. Go deal with him. That's why I told her, stupid ass. That bitch is fucking dumb. Like, it's like people like that get me so upset, because like when you guys, the reason I go so hard is because when somebody comes up to me and they say something stupid like what she did, like insult me or whatever, I'm not looking just at the insult. I'm looking at the energy the person's in. So this bitch's energy is like, all the insults she came to the conclusion to call me, it all stems from some Mason shit or some program. It's not even real. It's not her. Like, she's a fucking dumbass. She don't know shit. She can't think for nothing. She's a stupid, retarded spirit. She's an example of just because you got a spirit doesn't mean shit. You could be a fucking, you can have a spirit and be in a fucking roach's body. You gotta be a piece of shit spirit until you do something to get out of that. She's a piece of shit spirit. She ain't nothing. That doesn't mean just because you're a spirit, oh, I'm aware, I'm a spirit, bitch. I can fucking torture you for the rest of your fucking life. You're not gonna want to be aware then, stupid ass bitch. Talk about, oh, about, well, I'm strong, I'm a chosen. You ain't chosen. Who the fuck chose you? Why the fuck you even need to be chosen? But why? Even though I chose myself, why you need to choose yourself, nigga? The fact that you need to choose something means you caught you insecure about something that, oh, this is better than this, so that I gotta choose. The fuck, if you have love for yourself, bitches, have love for yourself and work with yourself. Do what you gotta do. No choosing. Choosing is another word for I'm too fucking lazy to do what I gotta do, but I want to feel special, so I'm gonna say I'm chosen. That's literally what chosen is. I'm too fucking stupid to do anything, so I'm gonna just say I'm chosen. Because the real chosen one, the real definition of a chosen one should be you actually doing what you gotta do, aka the shadow work. That's chosen one. Once you're doing the shadow work, you're chosen. Anything else is just you want to attain to your ego. Like if somebody came up to me right now and on live and said, oh, you're a chosen one, I'm gonna be like, stop watching fucking spiritual content on YouTube. You're watching too much of that shit. That's what the first thing I'm gonna tell them, because nobody was calling me chosen one in 2011. I didn't start hearing people say chosen one until after social media was getting, everyone was on social media and everybody became a recluse, introverted fuck. That's when I started hearing it. Before that, I didn't hear it. So you can't tell me, oh, chosen one this. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, I don't have no respect. I have no respect for a lot of people in this world. Because it's like everything, like I don't take anything serious as far as people or nothing like that. I don't take none of these motherfuckers serious. Ain't nobody serious in this world. Everybody's a full of shit. I don't say everybody, but you guys know what I'm saying. When I say everybody, I'm talking about like the most of these motherfuckers. God damn, bro. Everywhere I go, it's like a motherfucker smoking a cigarette and shit. That's why I keep walking around, because motherfuckers smoking and shit. Stupid ass nigga. I'm doing my fast and I don't want that shit to get in my butt. Let me get the fucking away from when I was at the park across the street, it was a lot better. These stupid ass niggas smoking they shit. This is why I want to get the fuck out of America. Like literally, if I want to have access to clean fucking fresh air, I gotta literally be inside under my air purifier. Like this place is dirty. I fucking hate America. This fucking shithole. I hate California too. The only reason I like California because it's easy to steal shit. That's the only reason. Once in a couple years, once they really fully start locking everything up and having AI, and you can't steal shit, that's when I'm definitely getting the fuck up out of here. There's just no reason to be here. The only reason to actually be in California literally is because of stealing. I met this motherfucker. He came from Bosnia. He came here just to steal shit. That's literally where him and his whole family. He came here just to steal shit. I'm like, I told him, like, they're gonna shut this shit down pretty soon. Because I told you guys they're gonna shutting it down. They're starting to do it right now. You can still do it, but I give it about a couple more years. Because they're gonna be bringing in AI. And it's gonna be able to detect if you stuff something in your pocket, and then it's gonna alert. So they're gonna have stuff like that in the future. They can bring it out right now. This is why, like to be honest, the only reason they haven't brought this shit out right now is because there's not that many people stealing. Like you guys think it's a lot of people, it's not. These corporations make so much money. This is why they're able to still keep making money and still keep doing shit. Like, have you ever thought because people say, oh, fraud and crime and all this shit, it always fucks everything up, but then it's not, because it doesn't fuck up the system. It only fucks up the system if enough people are doing it. If everybody was stealing, then nobody will be working, because everybody would just be stealing to make money. If everybody was selling drugs, nobody would be working at these shitty ass jobs. This is banks, this is coffee shop, the library. Nobody would be working there because everybody would be selling drugs or making money just sitting on their ass. So there needs to be, because I thought to myself, I went into the store. If I go into the store and steal $5,000 worth of shit, the store is actually going to make money because so many people go to the store that they're going to make up for the shit I already made. And you may say, well, what about the business is going down? I already explained you niggas. There's no such thing as a bad economy. The only time is a bad economy is if the people don't want to work. There's people that want to work right now. They're actually trying to make people not work. So they're crashing the economy on purpose, laying people off, and they're laying people off by making the resources that the corporations use, making them more expensive. Therefore, it's making the corporations have to raise their prices. And they're telling the CEOs of the corporations to raise their prices and to do certain things, such as let people steal and shit so they can bring in this new thing. That's really all the reason they're doing it. Has nothing to do with nothing else. So, like, the fact that so many people, this is why I shouldn't even really hate on people who work and shit, because people who work, they're actually allowing me to, because I was going to the store stealing some shit, and I seen a whole bunch of people like waiting in line to go purchase something. And in my mind, I'm like, all of these people, I'm actually able to steal because of them. Because if everybody was doing what I was doing, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing. So I'm glad that they're working like a slave, because that's making the store make a lot of money. So therefore, just me stealing it or a few people, the system's able to keep going. This is why, because when I was doing my check scams, every single day, I would see posts, because I was it's like in a forum, I'll see posts of people showing the checks that they deposited. They were fake checks. And every day it'd be like dozens of people having their accounts written with fake checks. So the banks are losing thousands, probably millions of dollars a day. And this has been happening every day since when I started. I don't do it no more, but when I was doing it back in 2015, it was happening every day, and it's still happening now. So how the banks losing hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars every day through fraud? And look at the system, it's still normal. How are people stealing from all these stores? They say, oh, they caught this nigga with $8 million worth of stolen shit. How from all these stores like at Macy's and shit, how are they still able to thrive? And you might say, oh no, the companies are going bad. Bitch, go look at the CEO. Go see if he still has his yacht club membership. Go see how he's eating. Go see what the fuck what's he driving? Where's he living? Once you see that nigga, you're gonna be like, okay, now I know what's going on. And plus, those CEOs, they're not really shit. If they don't acquiesce with the program, they gotta get their ass sniped. I remember there was a CFO, so a grocery store. There's a grocery store called Save Mart. It was a CFO, a chief financial officer. They're in charge of the money. Tell me why the CFO of Save Mart, a big ass grocery store company in this area, he got killed in a helicopter crash. I don't know what happened, but like I said, things go on behind closed doors that you don't know about. So he's a CFO, so he's in charge of the money. He must have did something that the Masons or the Jews didn't like, and they killed him. So now his death is like they murdered him, and is not even looked at like it was an accident. And really, to be honest, it's really not unfair for him, because the amount of power, privilege, and money that they gave him to hold that position, nigga, like just like the benefits that they gave you, there's an opposite spectrum. Now they can do something extremely unfair. Just like they gave you something that was you got all this money off the backs of people. That's unfair. Now when they want to punish you, they could do something unfair because you open up that karmic portal for them to. This is why like they'll do something to Diddy, and oh, that's fucked up, but it's not really, because nigga, you took the money from them, you did all that shit. So like it's like you're just experiencing the opposite spectrum. You were privileged, you got all the perks and the amenities. Now you're getting the unfair justice, unfair treatment. Oh, now they can just raid your house because you let them do it. You allowed them. So like when they murdered that nigga, the CFO, I was like, okay, something went on. He probably because a CFO is in charge of the money, chief financial operations. So they operate all the money within the corporation, make sure it's going in and out. And he must have did something with the money and was stealing money under the table. They didn't like that, and they probably took him out. Or maybe he did something. Maybe he made a mistake. Maybe he was a good person and he just made a wrong financial mistake, and it cost the company like millions of dollars. Like, we got to kill this nigga. That's why when you deal with these Masons, you got to be careful, because you could be a good person. You're not good dealing with them, but you could be a regular person dealing with them, running a business. But you make a mistake, causes a lot of money to be lost. They just take your ass out. Like they did that nigga. They took him out. How the fuck you died a helicopter like that? You know it was like something. He's like, yeah, fuck tobacco. Yeah. Yeah, all you guys gotta know is money is all fake. The real money is people. That's really it. As long as there's people that is working for the system and is willing to work for the system, there is no money problem. Any money problem you see is because the Jews and the Masons are creating it deliberately. The real true economic collapse, the real true recession is when the average man and woman is like, I don't want to work no more. Fuck you. And then everything's gonna come to a stop because nobody's working. How the fuck is people working, but yet everything's going up in price? That has everything to do with the government. They're just gonna keep raising shit until people wisen up. What, to be honest, what the government is hoping doesn't happen is people actually come together and wake up. Because if enough people come together and wake up, they're gonna have to deflate the prices. They're not gonna keep raising them. But they're hoping people don't wake up so they can just keep the prices up. But this whole economy shit is all fake. From the jobs and everything, it's all fake. Even like they're laying off people for jobs. Like, first of all of these jobs are useless, meaningless jobs. They're all useless. No job is useful. No job is all fucking useless. So when there's a layoff, you can't really say that's a problem other than it's your problem. You just mad because you ain't got your money. Because all of these jobs from the get-go were useless. There was no point of them. A machine can do most of these jobs. So when they're getting rid of the jobs, that's not even a problem. A squirrel, because we're animals just like the other animals. A squirrel is an animal. We're just a more thinking animal. We think a little bit more. So, but we're all animals. So why isn't a squirrel having real estate issues or social economic issues? And before your stupid ass niggas say, oh, because they're an animal, bitch, you're an animal too. So an animal can eat, an animal can fuck, an animal can sleep, an animal can build, but just like us. But when it comes to making our economy and our buildings fuck up, only humans can do it. Shut the fuck up. But you fuck like an animal. You sleep like an animal. You do everything with a fucking animal. There's nothing an animal does that you don't fucking do. We just do it differently. An animal can smell more deeper than a human. Some animals can hear more. Some animals can see more. But we can think more. So we were doing the same shit. We're thinking. But we're doing it more. So when we're thinking more, you got dumbass Mason faggot Jews that want to think more to make the system more fucked up. That it doesn't need to be like having to pay for housing. An animal doesn't have to worry about that stupid shit. And you may say, well, they don't have the capability of thinking, but the fact is there's enough resources. Have you ever seen a squirrel starve? The only time you'll see an animal starve in the wilderness is if they're like if a lion was about to eat a zebra and the zebra kicked the lion in the jaw and his fucking jaw got dislocated and he can't eat. That's when you will see starvation in the wild. You'll never see an animal just starving because there's infinite resources. Everybody can be living in a fucking like in a 10-bedroom mansion. Everyone. Like there's enough resources for it. They throw away so much clothes. They throw away so much fucking even like you go to Home Depot, plywood that's been sitting out to build. How they throw shit away? They have to get new shit. So it's like it's all fake. It's all created. So when you say an economic issue, bitch, there's no economic issue. You know, you even when you look at the fucking when you look at the inflated products, like you know how the quality of products get worse and worse, like the food gets worse, the texture of the clothes, everything gets worse. Tell me why. Remember I showed you guys the envelope I had, the shipping envelope, and how it got worse. Tell me why. Before, like 2 weeks ago, before they changed the material, or they had the shipment in of the new material, they had a whole bunch of the old material, the old stuff that had the good quality. A week later, it was all gone and all the new shit. And I'm like, I know nobody came and bought all that shit. So what did they do with it? They threw it away. So they're throwing away perfectly good quality shit just to bring in cheap shit. So this tells you that there's no economic problem. There's no inflation. There's no shortage. This is them doing it because when they change the quality of a certain resource or product like food or the envelope or the packaging, and it's cheaper than before, understand that when it was better quality, they had a surplus of that stuff because everything gets thrown out. Everything they produce, they overproduce it so they can make sure there's enough. So they could have kept that and used that, but they threw away the good shit just to have the bring in cheap shit. So that right there shows you it's all fake. It has nothing to do with nothing. And you may say, well, my mom and dad owns a business and they have to do that so they can save money. Bitch, where does your mom and dad get the resources from? They get it from the government. Even if you want to say they get money to buy resources, the money is the barometer to get the resource. So if a resource costs $20 to get, you need $20 to get it. If they up the price to $40, you're gonna have to up your price if you want to keep that same percentage profit margin. Dumbass. So they're controlling all the resources. That's the reason why. He's like, so society prevents you from enjoying life because everything costs money. Society doesn't prevent shit from enjoying life. You're in control if you enjoy life or not. You're in control of that. Don't give society that much power. Nigga, fuck society. Society can't make shit. At the end of the day, there's people out here. What do you call enjoying life? Think of all the things that you think of enjoying life. There's somebody who has those things who's miserable as fuck, or they're not as happy as you think they are, or they're not as happy as you would be. So what is really enjoying life? Society can't make you enjoy life. Like if you need money to enjoy life, that's your fault. That's you. You can go get some money so you can enjoy life. Not like you can't get it. I'm not like hating on you. I'm just trying to like get you to think like, because I don't give society that much power. They can't make me not enjoy life. This is why you have to develop that happiness within you. Like a lot of you guys trying to find something external. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, because somebody's like I always talk about always about finding happiness within, and there'll be some fucking dude like, oh no, it's about money, nigga. I need my money. I want to go, and they'll be like, oh, I need my money, nigga. What do you talk about happiness within? That's corny. Okay, nigga. You know what's more corny? Bitching about money when there's money out here, nigga. You see all these millionaires, you see all these fucking niggas with the bag. Go do what they do and go get the money. It's not like it's fucking like I want to get a pink flying elephant that could speak Spanish and Cantonese. Like you can't get that. It's impossible. I can see being depressed about that, but niggas money, go get the money. That's how I tell people when they say shit like that. Like, shit's crazy. But I don't let society dictate if I'm gonna enjoy life or not. Like, the fuck? Who the fuck is society, nigga? People like this. Something you niggas give these maces so much program. You niggas forget that this reality, this life has nothing to do with them. Like they're just in it, like you. This like you woke up and you're experiencing life. Like pretty much a Mason and a faggot Jew is the example of if we all came together, people who we all resonate, we came together and we did our shit in secret, and then we had the power and the knowledge to control everybody without them knowing. That's what the Masons did. That's it. They're regular people like us, but then they came together and were able to get more information and then capitalize and use the information to take over everyone. And they were good at it to a certain point where they have everybody building everything and they're just sitting on their ass. That's all they did. They're just regular people. If that wasn't the case, why do they have to go hard at censorship? Why do they have to go hard at trying to keep people from speaking the truth? And they waste their these niggas could be spending their whole time enjoying all the money and wealth that you say that they have and they're supposed to enjoy, but they're on YouTube. Like, I'm thinking to myself, like, how is there a person watching my YouTube channel? This nigga's like supposedly like in a certain position where they're able to, you must have to be, I'm not gonna say they run the world or whatever, but you have to be in a certain high class type of position. That ain't no fucking job you can find on fucking Indeed. The person who controls the algorithm and can be responsible for banning somebody's channel and saying that they banned my government name where my government name. What the fuck? Like that type of shit right there, nigga. That ain't no regular ass job or nothing. Like To be on that type of level, nigga, you gotta be like some fucking shit. So like when I see shit like that, nigga, that's the shit that kind of gets me like how are you watching my videos and you should be out spending your money, having fun, doing your thing. It just tells you that that's not what it's about. A lot of these motherfuckers is miserable, they're triggered, they're angry, they're upset, and they fucking probably been through some shit. Because that's what think about Earth. It's a very hellish realm. You could have billions of dollars and you could be running the world, but you're still gonna have problems and issues. And to be honest, the more power you have and the more control over the world you have, the more severe your traumas and triggers are. This is why a lot of these people are very traumatized, very angry, very like, and it's crazy because they're so angry and traumatized. This is why they have so much external physical power. This is why they do a lot of fuck shit. I gotta go, guys. I gotta go. I hit you guys up. I got a phone call. I hit you guys up later.